ecological issues. They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
BlackRock Acquisitions Department. How may I direct your call?
May I have Justin, extension 211, please?
1 moment, please.
BlackRock. This is.
Hey, it's Warren. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good, buddy. How about you?
Good. Hey, how are we looking at that? How are we looking on that? What is it? Crane Creek, Clay County
Crane
property?
Creek.
Crane Creek.
Yeah, we got in touch with Representative Stivers, and he waived our waiting period, so we're good to go.
Fantastic. Now, are we still going to be capped out at that 18%?
We looked into that too, and it turns out Kentucky's a Commonwealth state, so the 18% cap does not apply. So we can go double, maybe even triple.
Fantastic. All right. So that's telling me, best case scenario, 6 months, worst case scenario, maybe a year and a half, and the place is vacant.
In that neighborhood, and then when he doesn't make payments, legal will make the necessary steps to go ahead and start the foreclosure process.
Awesome. Man, that is fantastic. All right. Anything else?
That's all we got, man. It's really good to hear from you.
Yeah, you too, man. All right. Keep me updated, buddy. Have a good one out there.
I will. You too, buddy.
All right, brother.
Bye-bye.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Folks, something was familiar about that gentleman in that clip that's been acquired. But anyways, thank you for joining me on a Monday night, a little bit earlier stream. Let's get to it. Let's get through it. We got a lot of stuff that's been going on over the weekend, since the weekend. I know some of you have seen it. I know Underhaven just premiered a new, fresh phone call from Todd, where we get some more updates, some more insight into the whole situation. Folks, if you're just joining, stick around, and please thumbs up the video, all that good stuff. And I don't even want to waste time. I just kind of want to jump right into it. We haven't even scratched the surface of what's going on over at Rev and Shanny's, and I was informed, and I'm very honored that apparently, in a roundabout way, it's kind of an endorsement from them. I guess they're going to start covering Vonhelton, and they're going to use my channel as a launch pad for their deep dive into Vonhelton. So that may be interesting. I don't know what that's all about. But we are going to get into this. We got to get caught up through some rage, some tears, a lot of cope going on here, folks. We got a lot of Solar Marshal. Well, yeah, he's in and out. And this clip is, I think, a mini compilation of some rage that he was some. I don't know. It's Solar Marshal. But folks, let's get into this. I'm just taking a look here. Okay. All right, folks. All right, let's get started. Let's, get the kiddies to bed and roll them if you got them. Here we go.
Secular Opinion, I'd knock him out in one shot.
Here we go.
Be over. I have really fucking long arms too, and giant fucking hands. He'd lose.
Dude, if you smacked Secular and just clipped his face with just like the tips of your fingers, he would spin around like it's a Bugs Bunny cartoon and dig himself into a hole.
I hate to say that, but you know who I'd really whoop the fuck out of?
It's funny. Again, there's been so much, and John's been taking stuff down. But I happened to watch a bit of one of them when they were live, and it was Solar Marshal and J-Dubs talking about me dick sucking and anal sex. Like, why does this always come up with these guys? We may have answers on that. That's all I'm going to say for right now. There may be answers to that, folks.
And it would be, I'd fight him with one arm, Paulie. I'd fucking beat the shit out of him.
Paulie's Customs, oh man, he needs.
That's the most
that motherfucker. If there's anybody on this goddamn planet that needs his ass beat, it's Paulie's Customs.
Shout out,
Paulie. He's so hot shit.
Who's this piece of garbage?
Paulie's Customs. He's one of my old trolls from years ago.
He's the one that gets on and shows his fake silver and fake gold bars. He's so stupid.
He thinks he's so hot
Gold
shit.
does not
he really
shine
needs his
like
ass beat
chrome,
back.
bro. When you
I
got
hope somebody
gold,
does it
looks like
live
it's
on
shiny
camera
like
too,
chrome, it's
because he
fake.
needs it bad, desperately.
He thinks he's so great and so tough.
He does. He
I
thinks
would fight
he
Paulie's
thinks he's
custom
God's
with
gift to
one
mankind,
arm.
and he's not shit.
One arm. But what I was saying about Secular, I have no need to fight him. I never
someone get a hold of GVN now.
or anything like that.
The Mudbrook donated $5 through Super Chat. The Ghost of Grampy Lobster Land Company and Crab Shack, LLC.
That's beautiful. I love it. Thank you very much for shooting me that. I do appreciate it. Folks, let's back it up just a touch. Poor old Grampy. What can I say?
There was no challenge issued or anything like that. And you know what Paulie does? He starts a lot of trouble. He tried to start trouble between me and Tiffany Moser, which was ridiculous. And he lost because we kept talking at the time. And Tiffany and I were just friends. There was nothing going on. She lives in fucking Orange County, California, for Christ's sakes. And he was acting like a total baby about shit like that. But I will say this. I have no reason for fighting Secular, but I tell you what, I'd love to fight Paulie with one arm and knock his fucking ass out, put him to sleep, and fucking laugh at him while he's laying there. Now, I'd help him up if he was hurt pretty bad, but I'd only fight him at like a 60% hit. He's a bitch. He's a creep, and he knows it. He hates his life. That's why he acts the way he does. And he inherited mommy and daddy's house, which makes him think he's fucking great. How about it, Vaughn? He's been jealous of Vaughn his whole life. Yep. He has these cars that has these stereos in there, real pieces of shit. And he thinks he's something else over it. My fucking car collection, I'll show it to you someday. I got some fucking badass Chevelles, Camaros, everything. I got a 68 Charger.
The reason I came back is I had another little piece of information for you. The 5 listings that are on the county website about your taxes, 2 of them are gone now. The property you're living on and
get
the
a hold
little
of
bitty
GVN
one.
now.
I'm sorry, Wilson has just donated $1. Solar has those long arms. That way he can pass out standing up trying to reach for the oxy he just dropped.
Yeah, that's thank you very much, Wilson. Thank you very much.
That's vacant.
That means somebody
off
bought
the
them.
listing.
So they paid. See, Vaughn, the God. See, I asked God of Israel to save you. Look at that. The property is saved.
No. That probably means somebody bought those liens.
Somebody bought them. Somebody bought the 2 main properties already. Holy fuck.
I wanted to let Vaughn know since the cops aren't coming yet. I'm going to give you another chance because I'm going to talk to Beverly Monday on cam again and post that up and ask some more questions about the process. Since I missed the sale this year and I mucked it up real good, I just want to get all the rules and how things work in Clay County. I was going to ask her about if individuals can buy or if you're right.
Why do you? Okay, now, so basically, you're calling me a fucking liar. You're calling me a fucking liar because I.
Todd Malico 8 donated $28, completing yet another Lake Lobster, Lake Alice Fund. Thanks for covering the continuing adventures of Baron Stinky Vonhelton.
Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
For Thanksgiving, stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
The lady behind the glass has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Hello, all you nice people.
Well, hello, and thank you for joining, and thank you very much, folks. Let's move forward.
I already told you what the secretary behind the glass told me.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's try this again. Let's try this again from the top, okay?
Well, I'm just going to talk to
The
Beverly.
secretary that actually works there, not you, because you don't work there.
Mm-hmm.
The secretary that works there said, from behind the glass, she told me, she said, in order to get the property, you have to be a business. Number 1, you can't be an individual. Number 2, you have to be registered months in advance. Okay.
Buy more than 3.
Months in advance is what I was.
To buy more than 3, you have to be state registered. Less than 3, you can just
to buy it all. You have to be registered months in advance. That's what the woman told me.
I'll ask Beverly.
Now, in addition, I got an extension, which gives me a payment plan. And that payment plan, all I got to do, as soon as I go and check my mail, hopefully Monday morning, I will go down to the clerk's office. I will put some money down on the damn thing. And that will be the end of this shit, because then it goes off the register. It goes off the list. It goes off of everything. Because once I start making payments, nobody can touch my property ever again. That's the end of it.
Okay.
Well, next year they could if you didn't.
Hold
pay
on,
them.
Solar. Hold
No,
on.
because next year it'll be paid off by then.
Okay.
Yeah, but then it starts all over again. You
Let
got
me
to pay
respond,
taxes
please.
every
Let me
year.
respond before we go on a tangent, please. Okay, Vaughn, I'm not going to call you a liar anymore because I don't think that's productive. What I want to do is talk to Beverly. She's the county clerk, and I'm going to get the actual information on these because I'm interested in buying some liens in Clay County. So I'm just going to sit down with her and we'll talk about how the rules work.
Well,
Why would someone from the red man? Let me ask you. Hold on, time out. Why would someone from the red man's land want to buy land in Kentucky?
Because
he can sell the property.
I'm not buying the land. I'm buying the tax debt.
Why would you want to buy the tax debt in another state?
I can answer that for you, John. I can answer that for you. Because this piece of shit, here's why he wants to buy them. Because this piece of shit will turn around and double the price.
No, you can't.
And then you got to pay double to get your shit back. That's why he's
Stop
shaking your head, dumbass. Stop shaking your head. I talked to these people. You didn't.
I did talk to him on camera.
This son of a bitch, if he buys my taxes, he can double the price.
No, I can't.
And then charge me double, and then I have to fucking pay it. That's what the lady behind the glass told
Actually,
me.
he owns the property if he buys the
behind the glass told me that shit. This
Oh.
son of a bitch can double the price. And Nick Geek out in his email yesterday said the same thing. Said, I'm going to double the price, and then you got to pay me back.
Okay.
That's
Around
why
here-
they're doing this, John. That's
around
the only
here-
reason
Guys,
why they're
guys,
doing this.
jump in,
Because they
yeah.
know if they
So
buy
you're
them
just
damn
being-
taxes, they
so
can double the
Todd,
price.
wait a minute, time
and
out.
I got to pay it
Whoever
back.
buys the taxes around here, and the taxes can be
Solar.
5,000, and the
Solar,
house can
we're
sell for
talking.
50.
I'm going to
You
leave
own
and you
it.
can talk to him all day.
So,
okay?
so Todd, why are you being a Shylock for?
Just-
Why are you
just
being
give
a
me
Because he
minute.
Shylock?
thinks that the lady behind the class lied to
Can you
Vaughn.
guys stop for a second and just let us have a conversation? I'll leave.
Okay,
What I
go
want
ahead.
to do is sit down with Beverly, and I'll record it again and post it, and just get the rules and go through this. It has nothing to do with you, Vaughn. It's a business deal. I'm interested in
You're
buying
not
tax
a
liens in
fucking
Kentucky.
business.
So,
You
what's
are
gonna happen?
not a business.
Well, I'll ask her about that. If I can't buy because I'm
already-
not a business, we'll
Why
find out.
do you need to ask
Why
her
don't you
when
trust
she's already
Vaughn? Why
told
don't you
me?
just listen to Vaughn?
Why don't I
who-
trust Vaughn? Because I want to talk to the county clerk herself. and
Vaughn
get
has
the
never lied in
information.
his life.
I have
He's
never
I will
lied in my
record it.
fucking life.
Give me a second.
All
I'll
the way
leave.
back to being a little kid, I've never
Give me a
lied.
moment.
He's a regular George Washington here, folks. So, yeah, I mean, it's just another example of Vaughn doesn't even if you don't know all the rules. I don't know Kentucky laws, right? I don't, and I'm not going to go around and look them all up. I just don't have time to do that, right? But even though I live miles away in another country, I could still understand the concept that there's going to be laws that prevent people from just arbitrarily doubling or tripling the fucking price of the debt. Yes, technically, if the debt was small enough, right, and some necessary legal fees were added and ended up being more than this minuscule debt, yeah, technically you could make that argument. But you cannot just, like, if that's the case, if it worked like how Vonhelton thinks, right, that you could just do that, why not just make it $1 million? Now you owe me $1 million. Why not? Sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want. Why just double it? You know, Todd, you got to be smart with your money. Just tell them you want $3 trillion now. And, you know, like, jeepers.
Why the fuck would I lie now?
Give me a moment and I'll leave. You can rant and rave all you want. I'm going to call her. I'm going to record it and post it. And we'll all get the answers to these questions, okay? Have a nice day. And now if you want to call the cops again.
That? It's not necessary.
If you want to call the cops on me again for harassing you for trying to get this information,
It
feel
seems
free
like
to do
Todd.
so. I'll see you guys later.
It seems like Todd, you just want to be a Shylock and you're fucking
Well,
with Vaughn.
exactly. And that's the way the cops are going to see it too, by the way.
Well,
The cops see it that way too.
what type of cocksucker would buy a tax lien from another state just to double it on someone? That's mean, man. That's terrible.
Would you like me to read Nick Geek Out's email? He already knows. He already fucking knows. He already said in that email, he said, if I buy your taxes, I'm doubling them, and then you got to pay me double back, which is true, unfortunately.
I mean, Vaughn, I'm considering paying them, but you would have to give me the title to that Ranger.
Well, no, then I ain't got no vehicle to drive.
No, you can drive it, but if you don't pay me back within a fucking year, I'm taking it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. In other words, I'm using it as collateral. I got it.
Yeah, you can pay me back. I mean,
well, hopefully
Monday
Monday morning when I go to the post office, I won't need to do anything because I'll have something waiting for me at the post office.
Okay, so you've already made an arrangement to make these here payments.
Correct.
Okay? You've got a year to pay the payments off, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So why even race down there Monday and make a damn payment? You know, I mean, why don't you wait
because
till like
these
10
doofuses
Get rid of it as soon as possible.
Get rid of it as soon as possible. Fuck yeah, get rid of it.
I didn't know you had all of it.
I want to get rid of it as soon as fucking possible. That way, these dumbasses will leave me the fuck alone about it.
They charge you a little bit of interest about it.
Well, here's the thing, okay? Apparently, Clay County is dumb as a box of rocks. Because if some motherfucker like Toad called me on the phone and I'm a clerk in a fucking office, the first thing I'm going to ask is, who the fuck are you? Where the fuck do you live? Why the fuck are you interested in our shit, our business down here? You know, questions like that. That would be questions I would be asking as a clerk. And why Clay County isn't asking these questions, it really terrifies me because it makes it sound like Clay County is completely and totally incompetent.
Well, they have a whole division.
Before I told Toad one fucking word about anything, I'd say, who the fuck are you? Where do you live? Why are you calling down here? What is your business with Vonhelton's properties? You know, asking hard questions. But they don't ask hard questions, apparently.
They're not supposed to with the public. You know,
bullshit. Bullshit, Solar. That's my property we're talking about.
Right, but the taxes are up for sale because you didn't pay them.
It doesn't matter. They still got to ask questions. And like I told you, that woman behind the glass behind the glass was made abundantly clear. Only businesses that
I need a drink. I need another drink.
On, bro, listen to me. You're acting like public officials that make $10 an hour because they don't make much money in the county. Give a fuck. They don't care. They'll tell you lies and everything. Those people just want you off the fucking phone, dude. Those county people don't make no money. They make $10 an hour, man. I'm not even kidding you.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm just saying they don't.
They're working for the government. Seems like they'd be making good
county
money.
Government, bro, don't pay nothing.
You shouldn't mess with. You know what? I'm gonna be. You know what, Toad? I do forgive you. If you're serious and changing, and you're not gonna be a mean piece of shit to me anymore, then I'll
just pay Todd. He's trying to help Vaughn.
I'm trying to be respectful here. I'm just want to get the information.
No, he wants to get his money. No.
Well, time out. Hold on.
Get it straight. All he wants is to double his fucking money.
He wants to be a Shylock.
Double the price on them taxes. Instead of $2,000, it'll be $4,000. He gets $2,000 profit and laughs all the way to the fucking bank. That's why he's doing it. That's why Nick Geek Room is doing it.
Well,
that's why the troll started this shit in the first goddamn place. It's so that they could get me for $4,000 instead of $2,000. That's
Todd,
exactly
what is your ultimate plan? Please speak once.
That's why Todd was saying you owe $4,000. That's why Todd was saying
you Todd kept saying I owe $4,000.
$4,000 because he was counting his profit.
Somebody buys it, they're going to double the price.
No, he thought it was 2 years worth, which would have been 4 years.
It's the fees. The fees and the commissions are what makes it $4,000.
Oh, because it's late.
Sheriff,
yeah.
The county assessor, the county clerk, the county attorney, they all get fees.
The woman behind the fucking glass said that the person that buys the motherfucking taxes can double the goddamn price.
Well,
I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to say it again. The woman behind the glass, who knows more than you do, Todd, said that they can double the price. That's why you're talking about this shit. That's why Nick Geek Room's talking about it. That's why the trolls started this shit in the first goddamn place.
Control you, Vaughn.
Well,
it could be that they're just trolling you.
If I can have 30 seconds, the reason I came back is I had another little piece of information for you. The 5 listings that are on the county website about your taxes, 2 of them are gone now. The property you're living on and the little bitty one that's vacant
That
are
means somebody
off the listing.
So they paid. See, Vaughn, the God. See, I asked God of Israel to save you. Look at that. The property is saved.
No. That probably means somebody bought those liens.
Somebody bought them. Somebody bought the two main properties already.
Look at this fucking. I love this. I gotta put that back. Look, Vaughn, I prayed. This is the effective. Sorry, but this is the effectiveness of prayer right here.
That's vacant.
That means somebody
off the
bought them.
listing.
So they paid. See, Vaughn, the God. See, I asked God of Israel to save you. Look at that. The property is
womp womp.
No. That probably means somebody bought those liens.
Somebody bought them. Somebody bought.
That's because if you remember the infamous Hangout folks from back in the day, the Google Plus, even God trolls Vonhelton. Okay.
The two main properties already. Holy
because they
fuck.
weren't supposed to be there.
Todd, could you send me the link?
Yeah,
to
I think
the
Vaughn is
listings,
right on
man?
that. I don't think they were supposed to be there to begin with.
They weren't supposed to be there. The lady behind the glass told me they weren't supposed to be there. And I guess I'm going to have to go find out what the flying fuck is going on down in Clay County.
If I was you, I would march.
Find out that somebody bought those goddamn properties. They've got a goddamn criminal record. I will sue the fuck out of Clay County because they're not supposed to be selling them properties to motherfuckers with a criminal record. Nick Geekhouse has a criminal record. Now, I don't know about Toad, but I know
that
Darren
doesn't matter
Morrison
at all.
has a criminal record.
Listen,
I know
Vaughn.
Nick Geekhouse has a criminal record.
That's all.
Listen,
Vaughn,
has a criminal record, and I know that Larry Frost has a criminal record.
People with criminal records now can vote, so that doesn't.
Vaughn, as a friend, as someone who cares about you, I care about you. I know the troll. I know Todd says I'm faking and I'm a troll. As someone who cares about you, I would march my ass down to the mayor's office and find out the truth. That's what I would do.
Hey, John.
What's going on, Todd?
I argue with the trolls all the time that you're not a troll. I'm the one taking up for you in there.
You do that? You serious?
Ask anybody. I argue that you're not trolling. That you genuinely.
I'm sincere. I do appreciate Vaughn as a friend. He's been good to me. I gave him $50. I gave him $50 just yesterday because
here's a Clyde Frost to those taxes and a Terry Frost. Down in
let's buy the tax liens on the Frost family. Let's fuck
if we're so fucking hung up on tax.
Sorry Wilson has just donated $1. Secular, could you turn the volume up a little? I couldn't hear anything over the sound of every female squirting like Old Faithful upon gazing at J-Dubs' hairline and Hitler mustache.
Let me know, folks, if you need that volume turned up. We can work with it. Thank you for that.
Taxes. Let's buy the Frost's taxes.
Wow,
we can't do that, Ron. We can't do that. But by God, we can sure as fuck get your shit taken away from you. You fucking
Alice Helton, $550.
Okay, Vaughn, listen. Vaughn, listen, Vaun.
$5.
Listen, Vaun.
$864.
Hold on, Dan.
Damn, there are two missing. The most expensive ones are gone.
Two are gone. They've been bought.
Listen, Vaughn, I got to pay my rent. That's $600.
Oh, no.
I got about $500 in the bank. I can save $100 for my food.
John, the trolls.
Listen, hold on. I got $400. Who's gonna go dibs on me to buy some property? I got $400 to spend. Who's gonna buy some property with me?
John, listen to me. You made Vaughn promises the other week that you're going to pay taxes, and he counted on it, and he didn't go get no money off people, and he lost everything now.
Well, he told me. Well,
he's got those fucking lots.
Now I got to pay double to get them goddamn taxes back.
Here's what's for sale, Vaughn.
What's up?
He already bought them. You heard what he said. They're not on the list. He's
give them up.
And now, because Nick Geekout has a criminal, because Nick Geekout has a criminal record, I'm calling down to Clay County Monday, bright and early Monday morning. I'm calling down there, or I may show up in person. I'm going to say, why the fuck are you giving my property to a goddamn convicted criminal? Why the fuck are you doing that, Clay County? Why don't you ask some goddamn questions of the people that call down there?
Not the property, the tax debt.
Right,
I don't give a
see,
fuck.
There's three of them.
That's a big difference.
They're not supposed to give that shit to convicted criminals. They're not. I took real estate law. A convicted criminal can't go down here and I'm going to take over somebody's property. Fuck no, they can't.
Especially
if my property is tied up in a goddamn court of law.
As long as they've done their time, Vaughn, they can do whatever they want.
My property is tied up in a court of law, and if they are a convicted criminal, they cannot touch it. No, they cannot.
Hey, Todd, which one's the one for $877? It says there's a home deed. Is that where Vaughn's living and a mobile home deed?
No, that's the one where the little house is. The one Vaughn lives on says 2 mobile homes.
Oh my
And
God!
that's the one
So
that's
that one's
sold.
been bought.
That one's been sold.
No.
It's
All right. Anyway, here's
play.court
Sneak
info.
Out. Okay, here's Sneak Out. Geek Out's email.
Blow it up on the
Von
screen.
Helton,
Blow
I
it
am
up on the
buying your-
screen.
Listen,
Vaughn,
Von
put it
Helton,
on the screen. Put it on the screen.
Listen, Von
Vaughn,
Helton,
put it
I'm
on the
buying your
screen.
tax certs. Hello, Von Helton. This video is directed at you. Yesterday, I filled out the paperwork to register to buy tax certs in Clay County. I look forward to embarrassing you and purchasing them and making you have to go through me to sell your land. I love it. You fucking understand plain English?
Hey, Vaughn.
What?
You know how I know that's a lie? The deadline to register in Clay County was September 6th. So he's lying.
Who knows he didn't already buy them?
A
Somebody
fucking
bought
greasy
them.
dago is lying, of course.
See, here's the problem, though,
What's
Toad.
the date of the
Here's
email?
the problem. Okay, hold on. Here's the problem. You fucking trolls were talking about my goddamn property months ago.
Yeah, it's true.
So
you were running
he
your
could've bought
mouth
the
months
shit
ago.
months ago. I don't know.
Well, somebody else
He bought
found
it
the
months
tax.
ago.
I
He
There
got
we go.
registered
Look how
months
blown
ago
up
and
it
went
is.
and bought them today. Who knows?
Alice
He's reading the
Helton.
list. He's reading the list.
Alice Helton 2023 0004910
Yeah,
for
notice the date,
$105.
2023.
$105. I got $105.
Here.
All right,
Notice
so
the
how
date,
do I pay? Wait, hold on. How do I pay the $115, $105 for this tax?
You can't. You got
can't.
3
You have to
weeks
be
to register.
registered.
It's too late. You got to
Well,
register.
Vaughn, let me give you. Okay, Vaughn, I'm gonna cash app you $105. You buy that shit.
Well,
That's
hang on.
a fucking
Let me
empty
go-
lot.
Let me
That's
go
the
Monday
worst
morning
case
and
of
talk to
worries.
the clerk's office and find out what the fuck is going on.
Sunday
Because
morning, they're gonna be at church
nobody should have been
worshiping
able to buy
Jesus.
any of those properties. Nobody should have been able. That lady behind the glass told me, said you're not on the list.
Sunday morning,
Nobody should have been able to buy shit. No one
Sunday
should have been
morning,
able
they're
to
gonna
buy
be worshiping
The fact that
Jesus.
they did.
That lady,
that
all
lady
she
behind
wants
that
to
glass
do-
lied to my. You're talking, and they're not hearing me. Whenever you talk, they can't hear me. All right. The lady behind the glass assured me that my shit was not on the list and that nobody would be able to buy them. So apparently the lady behind the glass has lied to my happy ass. So I'm going to go down there and find out what the fuck's going on and why somebody
Vaughn.
is able to buy my goddamn property.
Vaughn. Okay, Vaughn, hold on. Vaughn, it's going to be me and you. Hold on. Okay, Todd, you're going to come back in a second. Vaughn, okay, it's your butt. Okay, listen. We got Alice Helton for $105, 1 acre of land, vacant deed. Okay. I want you to pay that. You prove to me that you paid that back, I'll give you $105. We got a Alice Helton for $557, 163 acres or whatever 0.9 acres, 0.9 acres in a mobile home.
Hold on.
You listen, stop. You prove to me you paid that debt. I will reimburse you. I'm saying it live here on the internet. You prove to me with receipts that you paid these things back. I will help you back.
Okay.
Now you don't have to pay me back right away, but you will have to pay me back eventually.
All right. Here's the problem. The problem is that the $200 in this wallet is going to go for paying my cable, phone, and internet and my water bill.
Okay. You know what? I'll tell you
You ain't
what.
gonna need that in a week. You're gonna be.
You're not gonna need it in a week when you're homeless.
You had $1,200 the other day.
Yeah,
Vaughn, they're going to
$1,000.
throw you out of that property. That's what this is all about. I hate to tell you that. You got to wake the fuck up.
They can start.
This is what I'm saying. This is my.
You
this
don't
is
wait
my
till
gift to
after
you.
the tax sales over to pay the fucking
Souls. It's between me and Vaughn now.
See, this shit was started by the goddamn trolls. The goddamn trolls need to be thrown in prison for starting this shit in the first goddamn place. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem.
How did the trolls?
Vaughn, I don't want you to lose your property. If you lose all the other properties, I don't give a shit about the other properties.
They already bought the one I'm living on. They already bought it.
Fuck me. Oh,
they bought the best one, John.
They already bought it.
All right, okay.
I'm going to be fucking homeless thanks to that piece of shit right there named Todd Malakote.
Wait a minute.
His fucking ass is the one that kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and
Todd,
pushing
you're the
it.
ringleader.
And now somebody's bought my shit.
What if it
all right, hold on. Todd, why did you do this to Vaughn? Why did you want to be a piece of shit? Why are you the ringleader? Todd.
No, it wasn't the teacher that wants his property.
Todd, leave Vaughn alone. Vaughn's a good guy.
Anything. I'm asking questions and trying to get the right
But
information.
you're instigating. You're instigating violence. You're instigating it. You're instigating it. Vaughn doesn't do anything to anybody. He sits there and plays video games.
I ask questions to the clerk to get.
But you're asking questions
what
because
the
you're
fuck
instigating.
You were doing. You shut the fuck up. Mute his ass. Mute his ass. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up. You know exactly what the fuck you're doing.
Just kick
Just
me.
like these goddamn trolls know exactly what the fuck they're doing. I don't want to hear no bullshit lies from you fucking trolls. You know exactly what the fuck you were doing. You were hoping that somebody would buy my goddamn property and kick me off my fucking land. And that's what it's been about from day fucking one. You son of a bitches. You got my fucking mother and father killed. You got my wife driven insane. You got my kids taken away. You got my fucking inheritance stolen. And now you're going to get them to steal my motherfucking property.
Yeah.
You son of a bitches. And I
You're
hope to
instigating.
God somebody kills every one of you fuckers, because that's what you deserve.
Vaughn, really?
You deserve
Todd.
death. You deserve death. I hope the death angel visits you tonight. I hope the death angel visits you tonight and kills every one of you fucks.
What have I done?
And maybe that'll end this shit once and for all.
Todd, you're instigating it. You're promoting it. You're promoting it. Why don't you? Okay, Todd.
If
Todd.
you hadn't said anything about this shit,
Okay, Vaughn, hold on.
my properties would not have been touched.
Todd, do me a favor. Okay, you want to make a new leaf? You want to get back together?
No, he
make
does
a
not.
YouTube.
No, he does not. There is no such thing as reform. There is no such thing. That's a goddamn lie. I know people that work in corrections. There ain't no such thing as reform. These motherfuckers ain't going to reform.
Time out.
They're never going to change. A leopard cannot change its spots, goddammit.
Time
No,
out.
they cannot.
Time out. Todd, make a YouTube video calling off the trolls. Tell them to stop, cease and desist.
Stop now.
Why would they listen to me?
They ain't going to stop now.
John, you don't understand.
They ain't going to stop now.
They bought the fucking properties that matter.
Now I gotta pay. Do you realize I gotta pay $2,000 now to get my goddamn land back? $2,000 to get my land back because of fucking Todd and these goddamn trolls starting this shit. Starting a bunch of shit.
The one
Vaughn, you got
Vaughn,
you got 400 coming. Listen, okay, Solo, hold on. Vaughn, you got $400 coming from me this month. Okay, I'm gonna put it away. I'm gonna put it in a special savings account.
Don't worry about
I'll put it
Don't
away.
worry about it. I'm gonna call down there tomorrow or go down there in person. I'm gonna find out what the fuck's going on and why my property. That lady behind the glass promised me. Right,
Vaughn, stop yelling at me. Vaughn, I'm not
important. No, this is important. Damn it.
Vaughn,
That
I'm not
lady
your
behind
enemy.
that glass
Vaughn, I'm not your
promised
enemy.
me that my shit was not listed. And that the only people that could have bought them properties would have been a business that had already filed months in advance. That's what I was told by that woman behind the glass, which means she lied to my fucking ass.
Okay,
And
Vaughn.
I'm going to go down there and I'm going to tell her, hey, why did you lie to my face? Because
Vaughn,
that's
I got
exactly
three.
what you
Vaughn,
did.
I got three payments.
I would never trust.
I got
minimum
three
wage
things.
lady
Solo.
behind
Hold
the
on. Let me deal with this. I got three payments I got to deal with: my car insurance, my car payment, and my house payment. Those are my three. I have to pay that because I have to survive.
John, don't worry
The
about
other
it.
money
John,
that I
you
make in my.
don't
Hold
have
on.
to.
Listen
You're
to
paying
what I'm
all
saying.
of it.
Dan,
Don't worry
okay,
about it.
Dan, I'm going to
John,
remove you
don't
because
worry
you're not
about it.
listening.
Don't worry
Listen,
about it. John. Don't worry about it.
Vaughn, I make about $3,000 a month. Plus, I do the driving, which is another $2,000. I make about $5,000 a month. So my car payment
Yeah,
is
but you live
about
in New York, which is
400.
the most
Listen to
goddamn
me.
place on earth.
Listen, I got rent, I got my car and my car insurance. It takes about $1,500. So that means I got some money to play around with. I guarantee, I'm promising you live right now, if anything happens, you got me for the next 2-3 months, okay, buddy? All right? Don't let Vaughn, don't let Solar, don't let fucking Todd, don't let Toad fuck with you, okay?
No,
We got it.
don't you ever say that. Listen to me, dude. You don't understand. The fucking property that needed paid is the one he's living on. They've already bought it, John. You can't.
they've already bought it.
Dude, I'll ship Vaughn's ass back to
Vaughn
New York
has a
with me.
field right now he can pay taxes
Look, Vaughn,
on.
Vaughn can plop his ass right there in my room right there.
You wouldn't let him live there.
Yeah, I would.
Hey,
John.
And then I'll fucking ship his ass back to Kentucky with his property is paid off.
Hey, John, I have one piece of information.
They are in control, whoever bought the taxes now. You guys have no idea how this works.
I think I know who did.
Who did
If Larry's right, because Larry said that teacher that lives across the street from you really wants it, and he was putting in a bid on it. Now, I
Oh
don't know
my
if Larry's telling the
God! Well, then
truth,
you're done. He's
but you
never
could
Wait,
go
who's
ask
the
the guy.
cocksucker teacher with the put the bid in? Who?
The teacher across the
teacher
street
that
that
wanted
wants
the
his property bid on that
Vaughn, is
tax
there a
lien.
teacher that lives? Hold on,
Yes,
is there a
yes.
teacher that lives across the
Yes.
street?
Yes.
They taught. He was the principal at the school where the
Right.
kids
And
went
Larry
to.
said he bid on it.
He's the one that went into family court and lied and said I sent my kids to school
Right.
covered in urine and feces.
Well, maybe he's the one that bought your property or bought your tax lien. Excuse
Well,
me.
the lady behind the glass said you had to be a business
The
and you
lady's
had to be
wrong.
registered months in advance in order to do that shit.
We'll clear that
So
up
I
with
was
Beverly
lied
Monday.
to.
We'll clear
Vaughn,
that up
the
with
lady
Beverly
behind the
Monday. I'll
glass
ask
could
her.
have been a troll.
No,
or could have
you
just
won't, because I'll be going
lied.
Monday, bright and early Monday morning down there in fucking person and finding out why the fuck Clay County doesn't ask some goddamn questions when somebody calls them on the phone.
I'll ask her and we'll get the answers. And
No, I will get the answer because I'm going down there Monday morning.
They're open
Well, you
right
can go
now.
too.
The tax sale people call them. You have till
This
3
is
o'clock, it
Saturday.
says.
They ain't shit open over there.
For tax sales, they're open right now. It says.
Beverly's not.
Solar, this is Saturday. They're not
Saturday.
there.
She's not at her desk.
Yeah, Vaughn. Unfortunately, it looks like your house is those ticket. The somebody bought those taxes. Unfortunately,
No, that doesn't mean
Yeah,
he's
which
getting
means
kicked
I now
out.
got to pay double to get them back. Which means
Vaughn, don't
They
worry
got-
about it. Don't worry,
no,
Vaughn,
Vaughn, the
don't worry
guy
about
can
it. I
keep
got
the property
you. I
until
got
you get
4,000
lost.
put away right now. I got 4,000 put away for the double. Next month I'll have another 400, another 400. Don't worry about it.
John,
First of all, by
you
law,
obviously don't know what a fucking tax sale is.
By
Whoever
law,
buys
I
that
don't
fucking
fucking
tax
know.
sale owns the
That's what we
fucking
talk-
property. That's why they
not in
sell
all
the
states, though.
taxes.
Not in all
We'll
states.
buy it back from them. Once
Yeah.
you pay it off, you
You
owe it.
can't. They give
I
the
don't,
property
now,
people
wait a
until you
minute,
get
Solar. That's not what she
Solar.
said. What she
All right,
said
Toad.
was,
Hold on, Toad.
Yeah.
Okay,
By-
Toad.
It says right in the
If I
statute.
buy, they bought the tax lien.
Uh-huh.
If I pay it off, does Vaughn get the money back? Does
Well,
Vaughn get the property back?
Vaughn hasn't lost the property, so it's not a matter of getting it back. Somebody
So
bought it.
Vaughn's not gonna. So I don't have to wake up October 1st
No.
and find Vaughn homeless.
What happens next? By law, the lien holder has to send him a payment plan offer within 20 days. That's called the 20-day.
In 20 days.
Within 20 days, he
So
has
it's
to offer
21
Vaughn-
right now. 20 days will be the 10th of October.
He has
So
to
the 10th
offer Vaughn a payment plan to take care
Okay,
of
so Vaughn. Okay, so October 10th, I
Mhm.
want Vaughn to email me that payment plan that he
go.
receives. I'll take care of that fucking payment plan.
There you go. And
Vaughn,
if you
shut your mouth. Vaughn, shut your mouth. Dan, shut your mouth. Know your role. I'm paying that fucking payment plan.
there you go. And as long
There
as
you
you're
go.
consistent,
I own.
you're fine. If he doesn't pay it, they can start foreclosure procedures as early as January 1st.
And he
Well,
can
we're
make
not going to
that
do the
payment
foreclosure
10,000 a
January
month
1st.
if he wants
We're
to.
not letting the foreclosure happen January
There you-
1st.
He
That's
can
fuck
make
out of
that
here.
payment as high as he wants to.
No,
Dan,
no.
Dan,
yeah,
Dan.
yeah,
Shut your
yeah,
mouth,
you can.
Dan.
The lady, listen, hold on.
The
You
lady
can't
goes
behind
high
the
as he
glass.
wants.
Hold on. The lady behind the glass told me that they can double the price of any of the properties they
Well,
get. They can
Well,
double
I'll
that
ask
price.
Beverly that, but she's wrong because it says
Beverly's a government official. She's probably dumber than a
She's
box of
probably wrong.
rocks.
I'll ask
Well,
Beverly.
I'll go
Okay,
by
hold
what-
on. Let me bring back Todd. Okay, what's the worst case scenario? What's the worst case scenario?
There's not as long as he follows a payment plan. There's all
So
kinds
how
of
much am I looking for a month for payment plan? What am I looking at?
no. Vaughn never went and asked how much it is, and they wouldn't tell me.
They
only
wouldn't
told-
tell you.
No, they won't tell me somebody else.
So you're an educated man. Give me an educated guess on how much you
I
think.
think it's whatever was in the paper plus 40%. I think for all 5 properties, he was real close to $4,000.
So $4,000 by the first of the year.
No, but well, the other 3 haven't been purchased, so I'm not sure. That's what I want to ask Beverly about. What
So
happens?
so the worst case scenario is all 5 are purchased. The worst case scenario is $5,000 by the first of the January.
4,000.
4,000.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But-
October, November, December. Okay. All right. Okay. This is it. We're closing the statement. We're closing the discussion.
Good.
I got the money by the first of the month. 4,000. We got it. That's it. It's
There we go.
over. That's it.
Very good. Very good.
I can't believe it took them this long to actually look at the website and start getting totals of what the actual dollar amounts they're even dealing with. It's like this has been going on how long? And it's just dawning on them how they're just getting an inkling, just a bit of how it actually works. They're just, it's just ridiculous, folks. They just can't wrap their head around it. And guess what? New taxes come in January, right? Like, here's the thing. Someone bought those two. They're going to send their payment plan and whatever fees and, it's a collection. It's just like collections, right? They're buying a debt as an investment. They're going to put monthly fees on it and continue to hold it for the next year till it's paid off. That's what is... Anyways.
Let's move on.
But ultimately, what I'm going to say, all the answers will be revealed officially when he finally gets the paperwork in the mail and he can just read it. Like, they don't have to speculate anymore, right? This is the shit abyss, folks.
Let's move on.
There is an unpaid 20% that you have to pay on top of everything else.
Well, then we're going to let Vaughn worry about the unpaid 20%. I'll come up with the
Vaughn
$4
ain't got
grand.
the money. I done told you this $200 is going to pay bills.
But you, okay, Vaughn, this is what you, okay, Vaughn, now it's going to be me and you, Vaughn.
There's not going to be when I
okay, Vaughn, shut your mouth. Vaughn, hold on. You have to promise that you collect the rent every month. I don't give a fuck if you grab him by the neck and say, I want my money. You get your money. You get the rent money. You have to make sure these renters are paying their fucking rent. If I need to send some big fucking ugly to go down there and threaten them, we'll send some big ugly fucking go fucking threaten them. I don't care. Get the fucking rent money. You collect the rent money, but with you collecting the rent money and me getting my paycheck, we got it covered. Okay, Vaughn?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, here's the thing, though. You got, in addition to doubling the cost, you've also got fees, taxes. And all
Okay,
that
but what's the fee? $20, $30?
20%.
I don't know. We're talking about thousands of dollars worth of property here, so it's not no $200. Okay.
Okay, Vaughn. Will you? If I was able to save where you're living and maybe two other trailers, and you end up losing one, will you settle for that? Will you be happy?
No, because I won't have enough income to live. I still don't have enough income to live.
We'll figure it out. I mean,
it's going to have to take all four buildings.
Vaughn, you're being
out.
Okay, now Vaughn, now you're being greedy.
Just survive. Okay?
Vaughn, you're being greedy.
Every time the money that I get is going to pay bills. I don't have anything left. That's my point. That's what I keep trying to tell you. This money that I get for rent goes to pay bills. I can't put it towards taxes. I can't put it towards anything else because I have to save money back for gasoline for my truck. I have to be able to buy groceries. I have to be able to, live. And by the time I get the money, now if I had all four properties rented out,
Solar can send you $20 for gas every month. Solar, will you send Vaughn?
Hey, hold on a minute here. I sent you guys hundreds and hundreds of dollars for dog food, and you really hurt my feelings by saying that I sent poison fucking dog food, and I'll never forget.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Okay, hold on, Solar. That was the trolls that said that.
No, you guys said that, and you said all kinds of awful shit about me that day.
No,
you said
that
I
wasn't
poison
us.
fucking dog food and killed the dog.
No, I did not.
The trolls said that.
The trolls said that shit.
Todd, who said that? The trolls?
Oh, you guys said that to Solar. I remember.
No, I didn't. No, we didn't say
I
that.
didn't record it.
No, we did not.
And I didn't talk to you guys for months because I spent $500 or $600 on them dog foods.
I don't remember it.
It was a terrible thing to do to a friend.
If I said it was poison, I
made me cry. It made me cry.
I think you said
it made Solar cry.
I don't remember it.
Forgive me.
Yeah, I forgive you, but I'm not giving you $500 a month. Fuck that.
Okay, can you give Vaughn $50 a month for gas?
I don't want $500 a month.
No, because here's the solution to everything. Listen, Vaughn, what year is that Ranger?
It's 2003, I think, or 2006.
Okay, now hang on a minute, Vaughn. Would you rather have your house to sleep in when it's cold out, or the fucking Ranger? Sell the Ranger, pay everything off, because that Ranger will get $8-10 grand. They're bringing money now. And just go get you like a fucking $4,000 car, man. You don't drive much anyway.
That's nice in theory, but what am I going to drive in the meantime?
Okay, Solar. Since you brought that up, Solar.
That's the only vehicle I got.
Okay, hold on. Let me talk to Solar.
Solar,
since you're the one that brought that up, Solar, can you mitigate a sale to get Vaughn 10 grand for the Ranger? Can you do that?
Okay, put it this way. Ask him what year it is, how many miles, and take pictures of it. It's 4-wheel drive. I'll buy it and come pick it up in a fucking rollback. That's what
there you go, Vaughn. He'll pick it up for 10 grand.
I'll give you cash.
Okay. Well, what am I? What the
If
fuck?
it's
Okay,
worth
again
it.
though, what am I going to drive? I got
Hold on a
Solar.
minute.
Okay, here, Solar.
What
Solar.
year
Solar.
is
I'm
it,
talking.
Vaughn? What
All
year
right,
is
Solar.
the Ranger?
You pick you Solar. You come pick up the car, and whatever car you drive down there to drop off, you leave that for Vaughn.
No, he's got to go buy his own shit. I don't do that.
No, then you come on. We're working on a deal here. It's like let's
If
let's
you
make
pay a
deal.
guy cash for a car, you don't give him another car.
Yeah, he buys.
What year is it? And is it 4-wheel drive? And what motor is it? The V6.
It's 4-wheel
right?
drive. I told you it's 2006. See, that proves you don't listen.
Probably a 2.0.
2006. It's either a 2006 or 2011.
How many liters is the V6?
It's probably, I don't know, 100 grand, 150 grand. I don't know. And
No,
What do you mean 100? You mean 150 miles? What do you mean 150 miles? You mean?
Can't be an 11. Make
Okay, let me look and see what it's worth.
2006 Ranger's going to have a 2.3.
So 100,000 miles on a Range Rover, that it may be worth like $5 grand, 6 grand, 7 grand.
And Vaughn, what kind of condition is your Ford Ranger in?
The Ford Ranger is a mini truck. It's a mini.
I know, but what kind of condition is it in out of 10?
What's in damn near mint condition? I mean, it's got a little bit of green algae. I got
mint condition,
but it's damn
no
near
rust, no fucking fuck ups, no nothing.
No. But anyway, like I said, it's 2006, 2011. It's in damn near mint condition. It does have a little green algae on the side that I need to scrub off with a scrubber. But other than that, it's fine.
And it's 4-wheel drive.
And it's 4-wheel drive, correct.
That makes a difference too. So we're
green
what does that
algae.
come out to be, Solar? What is that?
Green algae on the side. It's got a little bit of green algae. Scrub it off. What?
It's step side, right, Vaughn?
No, it's not a step side. It's regular panel truck. Regular panel.
Hold on.
Style side, I think they call it.
Style side, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we'd be looking at like maybe $3,800 to $4,200, man.
Okay, 38 to 42, so the middle will be 4,000. Solar, you're willing to buy it for 4,000?
I don't
There's
know.
the taxes right there.
That's in really good shape.
$4 grand. There's your taxes, $4 grand.
That's in really good
just
shape.
2
though.
properties, because they bought them. Remember, I still got to pay another $2,000 for the other properties.
I mean, I'm putting it down as like
Now I'm
not
up to 6,000. I was at 2,000. Now I'm up to 6,000 because of the fucking trolls and Toad. Now I'm up to $6 grand that I got to pay back.
That's my fault.
I will say,
Yeah,
Todd,
it's your fault, Toad. You're the one that pushed it. You're the one that made a fucking video about it.
It's not.
You don't think Larry is watching your channel and went there and called up Thumper over here to buy my shit?
No,
of course he did.
I think Larry's
he watched your video and said, "Hey,
Larry didn't do that. Larry's too lazy to even fucking get out of bed.
And buy his fucking property so that he can't get it back."
Anyway, I'm going to go back to work, guys. Watch my video Monday morning. That should answer. You probably make you
There
feel.
will be no video Monday morning because I'm going to be down there in person.
Well, I'll make a video Monday morning and make you feel better because Beverly will tell you they can't add all that money to your bill.
Well, I'm sorry, but they can because the lady behind the glass said they could.
We'll see Monday, okay? Just watch.
Yeah,
my
we will.
Never
because I'll be
trust the
down there
lady
in person.
behind the glass, Vaughn. Remember?
Well, if he calls down there while I'm down there, I'm going to have him hang up on his ass because he's not supposed to be calling down there. No way. It ain't none of his goddamn business what my business is.
This has really got
Right into my personal business. See, this is why people ain't supposed to be getting into people's personal business. Now I've lost 2 of my goddamn properties, and I'm going to have to pay double money to get the fuckers back, which means I went from $2,000. Now I went to $6,000 fucking dollars.
These Ford Rangers really bounce around and
need their fucking ass thrown in prison, and they need their ass beat. Is because of this right here, this shit right here. Because if they hadn't have started a bunch of shit, none of this would have happened. None of it would have happened.
Yeah, these Ford
now I got to pay $6,000 to pay off my property instead of $2,000. I was going to go down to the fucking post office and get my shit from the insurance company, and then fill that shit out, get my money, and pay off my $2,000. Well, I sure as fuck can't do it now, because now it's blossomed from $2,000 to $6,000. So now and they bought. Notice, folks, that they bought the very property I live on, the property that's actually bringing in money. They didn't buy the empty properties. They bought the properties that had people rented on them. That was done deliberate. It was done deliberate. That wasn't a coincidence. That was done deliberate.
John, let me tell you something. There's a lot of weird loopholes too. These people can fucking, and if you don't pay it within 30 days, then they own it. It's over. They own it.
Well, see, now, like I said, my experience with real estate law is Ohio, and Kentucky apparently different. I guarantee you none of this shit would be able to happen in Ohio, though. No fucking way. Because as soon as somebody tries to buy that property, you're like, who the fuck are you? Why are you messing around with Vonhelton shit? That would have been the first thing out of the people's mouths in Ohio. Especially since it's tied up in a goddamn estate through the goddamn courts. But see, nobody fucking asks any questions, I guess. I'm going to go down there and I'm going to raise hell and find out why the fuck my shit was bought after I was told to my face that it wasn't for sale, that it wasn't on the goddamn list. It wasn't on the goddamn list, but yet somehow they bought it anyway. Yeah, somebody owes me a fucking explanation, and I hope they got a damn good one, because this is a bunch of shit. Ain't no sense in this. Ain't no sense in this. I don't like being lied to my face.
Somebody on here is telling me that Father Jay bought the property.
Well, Father Jay's a convicted criminal, so
that doesn't matter, Vaughn.
It does fucking matter.
You mean to tell me convicted criminals can't go buy houses? Bullshit.
No. If you got a felony, you ain't buying shit. That's right.
Felons can vote, Vaughn. You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, my God. Dude. They're not supposed to vote either.
Bullshit. Okay. Felons have been able to vote for years.
I realize the Democrats.
So you need to tell me if you go down to a tax sale, Vaughn, and they say, hey, have you ever been arrested for fucking felony?
Yes, they do.
Yes. Okay, you can't buy nothing. Yes. Get the fuck out of here.
We're talking about thousands of dollars here, Solar. We're talking about a couple $100 bucks. We're talking about thousands of dollars. Yeah, they're going to do a background check, or at least they're supposed to. They're supposed to. Now, these people down here are
involved in real estate fraud
of any kind. Larry Frost is a convicted wife beater, and district court didn't even have the decency to do a background check on him.
I think what they're looking at, Vaughn, is people that are, that are involved in real estate fraud, tax fraud, shit like that. Not a guy like Larry that beat the fuck out of his wife.
Whatever.
But they just said on here, I just got a message that not only did Father Jay buy the property, he's planning on moving in there and retiring. He said he just got his Social Security for $3,500 a month, and he's planning on fishing Lake Alice. If you have cash, you can buy anything you want. You ever hear cash is king? Yeah.
Well, I've heard cash is king. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm just saying, Vaughn, just because someone's fucking got a felony 20 years ago. Now, Corky Bravo, he ain't buying nothing. He shouldn't be able to buy nothing. He ripped old ladies off, that fucking asshole. I never heard anybody.
What do you think this is? What do you think this is? This is ripping off Alice Helton, an old lady.
Not really. It's a delinquent tax sale. That's different.
And it's delinquent because of how again? Oh, yeah, they stole my fucking inheritance money.
Vaughn,
and they blocked me, and they took all my stimulus checks. And they blocked me from getting disability and SSI and VA.
Here's something I don't understand. How is the property's name still in your mother's name?
It ain't supposed to be. I went down and paid almost $200 to put it in my name. So no,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So technically, it's not even your property yet.
No, it's my property. I put my name.
No, the tax sale says Alice Helton. I just saw it though.
I don't give a fuck what that says. Everything's in my name. I paid the money at the clerk's office. Everything is in my name. It's my property. Like I said, it's tied up in the courts. The courts have ruled it's my property. It doesn't belong to my fucking mother. Yeah. And that's why I'm telling you this sale was illegal, because there's no way in hell they could sell it. They got to go through me, and I'm alive. I'm not dead.
Vaughn, maybe there's a technicality here.
No, there can't be.
Because they bought it from her instead of you.
All right, someone says you spent $32,000 in the estate bank account that should have went to the taxes. Is that true, Vaughn? Did you do that?
Oh, you're going to have to pay that back first before you pay the taxes. Yeah, you didn't do that, Vaughn.
You have to pay all the back taxes. You have to pay all the back. You have to pay all the bills. They left me thousands and thousands of dollars in arrears, and I had to take that $32,000 and pay all that off. You can't just sit there and assume everything. You have to pay back all that back shit that they owe.
That $32,000 is only allowed for taxes and stuff like that. You didn't blow all that, did you?
I didn't blow any of it. It all went towards the estate. That's what
against, like, yeah, but like what? I'm trying.
They left me thousands of dollars in arrears, Solar. See, you don't listen to me.
He fucked on over for a fucking couple of thousand, man. A couple of
Listen,
million.
John, the fucking taxes are only $2,000 a year. That's all that money should have been spent on.
They
That's
left
the
me.
law.
They didn't pay no.
Well, they had
electric bills.
Yvonne had to pay the bills, man. What is he
They
going to
didn't
do?
pay no electric bills. They didn't pay no water bills.
Well,
They
if
didn't
you
pay no
occupy the
refuse
property,
bills.
you put the
They
electric
didn't
bill
pay
in your fucking
the
name and
cable,
pay
the phone, the internet. They never paid no bills. None of the bills were paid. None of the taxes were paid.
And that
I was
added up to
left owing
32
thousands
grand.
and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
And that added up to 32 grand.
Yeah.
Damn.
You'd be amazed how quick. We're talking about 15 years, Solar. Wake your ass up. We're talking about
Your
15
mom
years
didn't pay
here.
her fucking bills in 15 years. Well, I thought Larry was taking care of all that.
Larry never paid one dime in rent to my mother. And he
Not the
bragged about
rent,
it online.
not the rent, but the taxes and all that. He had her bank account, didn't he?
No. James Arnold Frost took all the money out of her bank account and stuck it in his private bank account.
Well, then, Vaughn, you've got to sue for the $32 million as soon
I
as
can't sue.
possible.
I can't get a fucking lawyer. Nobody will take the case.
Jesus.
Nobody will take the case. All right, I had this shit. Dude, if I could have got a fucking lawyer, I'd have had this sold I'd have took care of months ago.
This is so complicated now.
It's not complicated. The Frost stole my shit, and Clay County refuses to get it back. That's all it is in a nutshell. That's it in a nutshell. If Clay County would have done their job and threw these fuckers in prison when it was found out that they went into a court of law with 2 fake documents like they should have done, there wouldn't be a problem right now. Because once they're in jail, they would have been forced to give me back my inheritance money and all the documents and jewelry and all that. They'd have been forced to give it all back. I hope you all die. I hope the death angel comes tonight. Tonight, fucking trolls. I hope the death angel comes to you tonight and takes care of business.
Vaughn, do you have a lot of logs on your property you could sell that are dead?
Well,
I sell some fucking wood. That shit's expensive right now, dude. That's why I'm asking.
If I've got the money to pay the loggers to do the work, guess what? I don't. Let's try this again, class. This money in my wallet, I can't put towards taxes because it's just enough to pay my goddamn bills. I've got just enough money coming in to pay my bills, and that's it. That's all I got. Can't pay the taxes. If I could have paid the taxes, I'd have paid them months ago. I don't have enough money coming in. If I could have got my goddamn disability, I would have had money coming in, but I can't get it. Now, I don't know why this piece of shit down the road is getting it, because they told me I can't get it if I own property.
Yeah. It's a bad situation all around.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
But I wouldn't listen to anything Larry says because Larry don't know what he's talking about.
It doesn't matter. Apparently, according to that article, someone bought my property, which means now instead of owing $2,000, I'm going to have to pay $6,000.
There's 2 properties missing, and apparently they're the most expensive ones.
Well, no, what I need to do is I need to find a fucking lawyer that will let me sue the fuck out of Clay County, and then that'll end this shit real quick.
The only way you'd be able to do that is if you'd find a lawyer from like London or somewhere, because you aren't going to find a lawyer that's going to sue the county that lives in the county.
No. You mean Frankfurt. You got to get
an outside county is what I'm saying.
You have to get somebody out of Frankfurt to do it, and but I'm gonna see what can happen. Because obviously this is bullshit. Letting convicted criminals and domestic terrorists and people that ain't even
you don't realize, Katie. Look, listen, Katie. You saying pay the bills when the bills are paid. You don't realize the Frosts have been fucking Von over for fucking years now. You know, you got to realize
they stole $32 million from him in $100 bills, war bonds, coins,
and they blocked me. And they blocked me from getting my stimulus checks.
Yeah.
And they blocked me from getting my disability, and they blocked me from getting SSI, and they blocked me from getting my BA.
I mean,
so what
you don't understand. Vaughn had $1,000 bills out back, and when they traded them in, then they bought groceries and stuff with them. They only were worth $1,000. They were worth $20,000 a piece. Come on, get a grip, lady.
Yeah, each one of those $1,000 bills they stole out of that closet there is worth $10,000 to $20,000 a piece, depending upon the condition.
Kay Teskey, that's the way it is. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but you got to learn what happened here.
That's right.
And next thing you know, Vaughn goes back here to see what's, to see if there's any money left or to see, hey, make sure mom's money's there. Every jar was empty, right, Bond? There not even a war bond in it.
Mm-mm.
And then the lady at the bank was like,
boxes.
hey, they came down here and
the war bonds were in lock boxes. The war bonds were in lock boxes.
And they were open, remember?
And they were open, right. All 5 of them. All 5 lock boxes were open.
So now a troll or maybe a family.
Do you have proof of that? Oh my fucking God. You have proof of that.
Yeah, look at this, everybody.
Here it
Here
comes.
they are. Look at that. That was filled with diamonds.
Proof right there, bitch. Now talk some more shit. Go ahead.
Vaughn, tell them what
Talk
was
some
in
more
there.
shit, bitch.
Tell them what was in there. Diamonds, gold, all kind of shit. Tell them, Vaughn.
Talk some more shit, bitch. I dare you.
Yeah, you
John
fucking
will be
whore.
kicking your fucking ass out in 2 seconds. Talk some more shit. What happened to the last stream? I don't know. YouTube probably
I
banned
got
it.
rid of it because it was getting too hateful.
Yeah, well,
people cursing and yelling, screaming, calling people names.
Well, I can't help it, you know.
No, I know you're passionate. What do you believe in? I think Vaughn, I believe that you're telling the truth. That's why I'm willing to help you.
Of course, why the fuck would I lie about shit like that?
Yeah.
Why would I lie?
And Vaughn's not allowed to lie, people.
I'm not allowed to lie anyway. That's
He
right.
swore to the gods he wouldn't lie.
That's all right. I'm bright and early Monday morning. I guess I'm going to have to go down there and take care of business. I'm going to have to kick some ass. And I'll just have to call Frankfurt and see if I can get me an attorney. And I'm going to sue the fuck. If Clay County sold them goddamn properties after telling me that they weren't on the goddamn list, okay, that's lying to me.
Yeah, it's lying to your constituent. Yeah.
I'm the constituent. I'm the owner. They lied to me, said they're not on the fucking list, said there was only one company that could actually purchase those properties. And that one company couldn't see them because they weren't on the fucking list. They didn't say that every Tom, Dick, and Harry on the goddamn planet could call down there and buy my shit. That's not what they said. They said there was one business that buys property and that's allowed to buy property, and because they registered months in advance to purchase the property. So now if I find out that my property's been sold by somebody other than this one business that they were talking about, well, then we got a motherfucking problem, a big one. And I'm going to sue for billions with a B if I find out, especially if they've sold my property to a goddamn convicted criminal on the motherfucking internet, because they're in big trouble if they did that. I can't believe that someone isn't going to ask some questions when somebody calls them. That just blows my mind.
The whole thing is they just want their money, you know. They don't care, you know, who buys it.
Well, yeah, but
tax sales have always attracted criminals.
They're not allowed to lie to me, okay? They're not allowed to do that.
Well, the lady behind the glass is a minimum wage lady. She might be even retarded, you know. She might be retarded. I mean, we just don't know.
No.
Are you guys still live, or did you guys take that video down?
I will go down there bright and early Monday morning before Toad calls and figure out what the fuck's going on.
Fucking Toad.
But now, see, Toad is the one that pushed this issue. If
Who
he
is
had shut
Toad?
his fucking mouth and not fucking done a video, none of this shit would have escalated.
Oh, is that why you're blaming Todd? Because no one knew the taxes were. How did he find that out?
Good question. How did the trolls know to find that fucking list online? How did they know that?
Find that out.
Good question. See, that's what I keep saying. You know, these trolls, they literally go on the internet and look for anything with Vonhelton in it or Helton in it, and they try to fuck everything up. But you just said the Frosts are all owing tons and tons of back taxes, and they ain't been touched.
This is going to be my fun. Oh, speaking of Todd, oh my God, he's in the back. You want Todd in today, or
no? I do not. No,
all
I do
right,
not.
Todd. Sorry. I mean,
tomorrow I will be going. Tomorrow I will be going up there in person, and
Okay.
I intend to have a nice little discussion because, like I said, I was told flat out there's only one company that they deal with that has been registered in advance, and that woman told me, said, now there is a possibility they might buy your liens, but there's also the possibility that since it isn't on the list, for the 18th, they probably won't see it. That's what she told me. So either she
All right,
lied.
hold on. Let me see what Vaughn. He's putting up a message. I wanted to see, what did you write?
I just wanted to see if Vaughn wanted me to ask Beverly anything in the morning. If he had
You're
any
not going to
questions.
call in the morning because I'm
Don't-
going to be
you know
there
what,
when
Todd?
you do.
Come here.
I'm going to ask
Vaughn.
about procedures. It has nothing to do
I
with
don't
you.
give a fuck.
Todd,
Everybody
please,
knows
as a
why
favor
you're
to me-
calling, Todd. Nobody here is stupid,
I'm
dumbass.
calling for
Nobody.
procedures. I just want to know for
Todd,
sure the
Todd,
procedures to buy
Todd, do
lanes.
me a favor, Todd, for me, okay? Leave Vaughn alone. Don't call tomorrow. Leave it alone.
I'm calling to get the procedures.
Leave it alone.
I'm not even going to
Todd.
mention Vaughn.
For what?
Leave it alone.
For
You
how
can't
to
buy
buy loans.
Why
You've
the
made a
fuck
lot
do
of
you need the
claims.
procedures?
You've made a lot of claims, like you have to be a business. You
Leave
That's
it
what
alone,
she
Todd.
said to me. That's what the lady behind the glass. See, you keep forgetting. The lady behind the glass is the one that works there, not you. She's the one that works there. She knows what the requirements are. You don't need to know the requirements. You are not a fucking citizen of the state of Kentucky. Just like it's none of your business to be calling down to Clay County starting a bunch of shit. It's not your business, Toad. It's none of your business. And you cut now. I'm going to be there when you call because I'm going there bright and early, first fucking thing. So I'm going to be there when you call because I can go down there in person early in the morning before they accept phone calls. I'll be down there when he calls. So if he calls, I'm gonna tell the clerk to mark that phone call down and turn it over to the police. I mean it, Toad. You think I'm playing you, but I'm not. I'm being dead serious. If you call tomorrow morning, I will tell that clerk to turn that phone call over to the county, either to the police or the county attorney, one or the other, whichever one they decide to give it to. Now, I'm sick and tired of this shit, man. You have no business calling down here and getting into my business. Do I call Oklahoma and fuck around with your job or fuck around with your shit? No, I do not. You know why? Because I'm smart enough to know that it's probably illegal. And you can sit there and justify it in your mind how you want. I don't give a shit. But you're not supposed to be doing that. Nobody is. Everything that these trolls have done has been 100% illegal because at minimum, it's been an invasion of my privacy. At minimum. It's also harassment. There's no question it's harassment. But now that you brought it into the real world where my mother is dead, my father is dead, my wife might as well be dead. She's got 5 fucking personalities and none of them are the one I married. So she might as well be dead. My kids almost got dead.
So you're going down there bright and early tomorrow morning?
Yeah, the wife's no use to him anymore. Might better just be dead.
Bright and early in the morning, yes, sir.
Right.
I will be there when he calls, if he calls. If he's stupid enough to call, I will have the county clerk to send that to the police or to Clayham's office, which is the county attorney's office, and then we'll have his ass thrown in jail.
Now, if someone actually did,
I'm done with this shit. Okay, I've lost my mother, my father, my wife, my kids, my inheritance, and now you're going to get my property too? Fuck you, fuck you. I've had enough. You know, I want to let's just be abundantly clear. Okay, let's put all the cards on the table. If I was a normal person, and we lost Sinbad for some reason, if I was a normal person, you know what a normal person would have done? They would have got in their vehicle and they would have drove their happy ass to Oklahoma. They would have pounded on Toad's door and said, "Hi, motherfucker, this guy's the sheriff. You're going to jail." Now that's what a normal person would have done. Or they'd have just come up with a baseball bat like they did Sarix and try to beat your head in. One or the other. But either way, they would have handled it. Now, I was different because the gods said they wanted to handle my affairs, and so I let them do so. But that's a different horse of a different color. But a normal person would not have put up with this shit.
Lawyer donated
because they'd either killed your ass.
Super chat. I have never lost a felony phone call case.
Folks, back in the game. Thank you very much.
Or had your ass thrown in jail by the sheriff. So, Toad, I'm going to tell you, one time and one time only, motherfucker. You call there tomorrow morning while I'm there, because I'm going to be there with bells on, baby. I'm going to be the first motherfucker walking through that door. And when you call, I'm going to have that clerk transfer that call straight over to either county attorney's office or the police department. And then you could talk to them and explain to them why the fuck you're calling here from goddamn Oklahoma. You don't need to.
When you go tomorrow morning, see if you can get that purchase reversed. Because it was purchased illegally.
Well, see, that's the thing. I need to know why the fuck they lied to me, because they said there's only one business that's registered to buy property. One. That's what they told me. They said there's only one business that is licensed to purchase the property because they registered in advance. But see, my shit wasn't coming up on the list on the 18th. It wasn't. She said there was a chance that business would still buy them, but she said it was very rare that they would because they're not on the list. They literally were not on the list for the 18th.
Man, if I was you, one, I'd just sell all that property and just hit go somewhere better, because what I think is what you've been undergoing is a full-fledged smear campaign.
Yeah.
No shit. It's called TI.
Yeah.
It's called TI.
Folks, you're going to want to stick around. We got some new content coming up. Hot off the press, folks.
That's what it's called, TI.
At your age and everything, if I were you, I would just sell all that property and just...
Okay, here's the problem. Okay, here's the problem with that. That sounds great. I'll just sell my shit, pull up stakes, and go somewhere else. There's just one slight little problem. I won't have an income if I do that. Right. Granted,
you'll have all that money.
What money?
The money from the properties. Isn't it like...
Okay, stop. Okay, I took real estate law. Okay, remember? I'm the one that took 2 years of real estate law in school. When I sell that property, I've got to pay taxes on that shit. And Clay County being what it is, they're gonna sock it to me, buddy. They're gonna tax the fuck out of me when I sell that shit.
Yeah.
Buddy there. So by the time everybody gets their little hands in the pie, I probably will be lucky to get maybe $1,000, couple $1,000. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of it. Okay. One way or the other. I will weigh my options on what I can and cannot do. And I will, consult with legal advice about, what my options are. But I mean, really and truly, the best thing to do is just get in that fucking black truck out there and get my happy ass to Washington, D.C., file an amicus brief or friend of the court brief or whatever the fuck I got to file, and say, okay, Kentucky killed my mother, my father, my wife, my kids, stole my inheritance, stole my stimulus checks, I'm, now they're trying to take my damn property. And, absolute overwhelming evidence that all of this shit occurred because it all happened in courts of law. They charged me child support and took all my stimulus checks when they were owing me back child support of $67,000. And so, it's real easy when you owe the government money. The government says, you give us that money right now, we throw you in jail. But see, when they owe me money, they don't want to fucking pay. 3 times, Judge Harris told him pay that man. 3 times in court. In court.
Told who to pay you?
CBS told him to pay me. They didn't pay me. Oh, well, you got to have possession of the kids. Well, that was a fucking lie. Oh, well, we can't find any email correspondence. That was a fucking lie. And then now it's like, oh, well, we can't find the documentation where you started the child support. I said, God damn it, I got 100% custody. Duh. But whatever. Excuse after excuse after excuse why they can't give me my back child support. Excuse after excuse after excuse why they can't give me the $73,000 for illegally locking me out of this double wide that I'm in. Excuse after excuse after excuse why they can't go after the Frost and at least recover the $5 million in the closet and the $4.3 million that was in her bank account. That's actual cash money. Why can't they recover it? Excuses, excuses, excuses. So I'm going to excuse over to the U.S. Supreme Court and sue the fuck out of Kentucky, and maybe that'll put a fire in somebody's ass, and I'll actually get my money back. I'm the owner. They stole my shit. I want it back. It's that simple. Don't overcomplicate this shit, okay? Because it's not necessary. They lied about being the executor, and they stole everything out of her bank account. But see, here's the thing. Here's what's going to get them. They didn't put the money in the estate account like they should have. They put it in their private bank account. Had to have, because it wasn't in the estate account. There was only $32,000 in the estate. Out of $5 million there and $4.3 million in her bank account, there was only $32,000 in the estate account. Where's all the rest of that money? Where's the what? 8-something, 9-something million dollars. Where the fuck is it? Well, good question. It's obviously in James Arnold Frost, Larry Frost, and Ronald Raymond Frost's bank account. It has to be. Either that or they created a new account offshore or some shit or in a foreign country and stuck it in there. Okay. When I lived in Hamilton, Ohio, I had a very interesting experience because I was a member of the Young Republicans and I was on the Ohio Republican Platform Committee. And I had some people said, come over here. We want to talk to you. And they said, we want you to go in there and hobnob with these people. It was a locked room. We want you to go in the room and hobnob with these people. It was a locked room. So they unlocked the door. I walk in there. You know who it was? Congressmen, senators, foreign dignitaries, heads of state, dictators, even. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to, I'm thinking in my head, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So when I just started talking, everybody started, well, what are you into? I said, well, I'm into computers and I'm into, I'm into politics and that, and I'm trying to hobnob with these people. And so I'm in this locked room with these people. Okay. Now there's just one little problem. The more I talk to these people, the more they wanted to talk down their nose to the common man. And that really turned me off.
Yeah.
And after that, I never went back. Now, what do you think that was? Seriously, what do you think that was?
Because I'm like a
It was
stuffed
like
turkey
an
for
invitation.
Thanksgiving. Stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
MOE has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Vaughn thinks the bills in the jar are worth trillion.
That's trillion with a T, folks. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Folks, if you're just joining, stick around. We have the phone call, the newest phone call with Todd. Todd, if you want to throw out a link to it on your channel as well. And we have some new content just breaking, apparently, a new Nats cut. So we might have even more insight. Folks, stick around. This is exciting. If you don't mind thumbsing it up, I sure would appreciate that.
Or something like
they were going to fast track me. They were going to fast track me into the elite, the upper class elites, and put me into politics. That's exactly what they were going to do. That's exactly what they were going to do. That's why they had me go in that room. And I turned it down because I thought sticking with the common man would be the wiser course of action. But you know what all this bullshit has made me think? It's made me rethink my decision. Because the common man has screwed me. These people that are on the internet, they're common people.
Uh-huh.
They should be supporting and defending me, not trying to destroy my family, not trying to get my finances destroyed, not trying to ruin my marriage, not trying to get me killed 5 fucking times.
Sick world, man.
They should be supporting me because I stuck up for them. Again, in a whole fucking room full of upper class, I defended them. But you know what? That base ship up there just might be able to take me on a little trip and take me back in time and take me back to the time when I'm standing in front of that locked room. Only this time, I'm not coming out.
Fat Photog.
You got a few minutes I can add.
Fat Photog, you know where I'm going already. You got to do something with that. Fat Photog, I seen you out there. Listen, if you're receiving my transmission, I know you're already putting this together. I'm hearing Huey Lewis in the news, back in time. Run with it, my friend. If you're out there, if you're receiving this transmission, folks, we need a Fat Photog video out of that clip. That would be a crime against humanity, I think.
Ask you a few questions about
Come on. We got to go back to back in time. That's all I'm saying.
You can, except that somebody else come and bought them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just talking for next year.
Bought 2 out of his 5.
Yeah. Some things so I can
It
do
was
better.
a neighbor, so
Number one, you don't have to be a business or an LLC or anything like that to buy liens in Kentucky, do you?
right.
And you don't have to be a Kentucky resident or somebody your office knows before you register or anything like that? Okay. Those a couple things Mr. Helton's been talking to me online about is just bad information. So I wanted to check with you and confirm any individual can
Your
buy
phone's
tax.
cutting out. I missed part of that. You said something about bad information. You're wanting to confirm.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm any individuals can buy tax liens there, and you don't have to be a corporation. You don't have to be known by your office.
Exactly.
Okay, good. Here we go.
Clerk's office. Can I help you?
Good morning, Beverly Craft, please.
That's me.
Oh, hi, Beverly. This is Todd Malico calling. I talked to you Wednesday about had a guy coming down from Lexington to buy for me and was interested in Alice Helton's block of properties, and that all went pretty bad. The guy said, "Oh, I forgot to register in Clay County, so can I buy you something else?" It's just a bad deal. So I wanted to see if I could get some procedures so I can get this right next year. You got a few minutes? I can ask you a few questions about Clay County.
You can, except that somebody else come and bought them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just talking for next year.
Bought 2 out of his 5.
Yeah. Just.
But anyway.
Just procedure-wise, some things so I can do better.
It was a neighbor. So anyway, what is it now that you're wanting to?
It was the neighbors,
just
folks. It was the neighbors. Did you catch that? Interesting.
Add to what you've got.
No. I live in a tax deed state. I haven't done tax liens yet. It's something I'm just getting into. So I just wanted to find out some things about how it works down there. Just real quick. Number one, you don't have to be a business or an LLC or anything like that to buy liens in Kentucky, do you?
Right.
And you don't have to be a Kentucky resident or somebody your office knows before you register or anything like that? Okay. Those a couple things Mr. Helton's been talking to me online about is just bad information. So I wanted to check with you and confirm any individual can buy tax.
Now, I missed part of that. You said something about bad information. You're wanting to confirm.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm any individuals can buy tax liens there, and you don't have to be a corporation. You don't have to be known by your office.
Exactly.
Okay, good. Registration in your office, is there a fee associated with that just to register in Clay County?
$10 per tax bill that you want to buy.
Okay.
If you're going to do more than 3 in the county, you register with the Secretary of State's office first.
Yeah.
And then you bring that paperwork in and register, here. And then if you're going to do more than 5 statewide, you register with the Secretary of State.
Right.
If you're going to spend more than $10,000, you register with Secretary of State. You do that first before you come to the county.
You answered my next question before I asked it. You're that good. So if you're just buying like 3 in Clay County.
Wait a minute, I said Secretary of State. I misspoke. It's Department of Revenue.
Department of Revenue, right? Oh, but only if you're buying
I'm
more than
sorry.
3. Only if you're buying more than 3, correct?
If you're buying more than 3 in this county,
Or 10,000.
more than
Okay.
5 statewide, more
Right.
than $10,000.
Fantastic. Okay, and in Clay County, the procedure for how the sale actually works, is it a live auction, or do you submit bids, or how does that work?
Okay, it's someone shows up in person to represent whoever it is, whether it be theirself or they send somebody. You have to register more than 10 days in advance.
Okay.
We go through those if you've had a prior year or the previous year. If you're the lien holder on the previous tax year, you can put that on a priority list, and you'll have first dibs on that one.
Okay.
So you turn in your priority list and you turn in your lottery list.
Okay.
Well, then, so we, they'll go through and they'll pull all of those individual bills, everybody's priority list to be pulled out. If the county attorney has turned anything over on the protected list, that'll be so marked.
Okay.
and then come the day of the tax sale, when it gets started, it just, there's no certain prescribed way of how we do that. It depends on how many we have. It depends on if anybody's wanting the same one. Like this time we had 10 or 11, and nobody wanted the same one.
Okay.
So we didn't have to, draw. We've got a ball of ping pong balls with numbers, and that's how we settle it. If we have to, if we have to choose.
Yeah.
Sometimes we go in the order that it was registered. And anyway, depending on, how we think it's going to go, we may let them choose 3, and then they let the next one choose 3, the next one choose 3, or we may let them choose 1. It just depends.
Okay.
And then, so anyway, once everybody's gone through, and so it's not a bid. It's, you just take turns choosing which ones you want.
Yeah.
So you choose, of course, you prioritize it on your end, and, then would be the ones you'd ask for first, because somebody else may ask for the same one. And then, then you pay the amount due on it, and then you file the lien.
Okay. So it's just, it's a flat amount. You're not looking for the highest bidder. You're just looking for the person interested in that particular lien.
Yes.
Okay. That's totally 100% opposite of what we do here. We do highest bidder, but we do deed. We're doing deed sales, not lien sales. So, okay, fantastic.
Oh, you're doing deed sales. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now once it comes to that point, but that's a year or 2 down the line.
Right. Yeah, it's different.
Then it's bids.
Okay.
Once it goes to master commissioner sale.
Okay. And then, so then at that point, how quick can you get to foreclosure in Kentucky? Because I saw something about a 365-day tolling period, and I'm a little confused if that's
you have to give them a year to pay you back. Then you have to give them 45 days notice that you're going to file a judgment lien. Then once it sits in court, then gets sent to the master commissioner, and then they have it appraised and the whole 9 yards. So it's
it's lengthy.
It'll run you 2 years, probably close to it, to get it done.
Okay.
From the time that
Yeah.
from the time you buy it.
Okay, and another thing I had heard from Mr. Helton, he said he's worried they're going to double his. Can somebody just double the amount overnight if they buy the lien? Can they just charge them whatever they want, or does it have to be reasonable attorney fees and that sort of thing like it is here?
It has to be reasonable, but sometimes it turns out that it is double.
Yeah,
sometimes
if it's a smaller amount.
triple.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. Because if you buy $100 tax bill, by the time you add an attorney fee to that, you've probably doubled or tripled it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
if it's
if
small,
you buy a $2,000 tax bill, it probably won't double or triple.
Right. Okay. Also, speaking of fees, does just the property owner have to pay like the sheriff's fee and the county attorney fee and the clerk fee, or is that part of the bidding process? I mean, is that factored in when the third party?
That's factored in when you buy the tax bill.
Okay, fantastic. And last question: if something was an estate, if we're buying a lien on something that's still in probate, that's an estate, is that going to muck everything up, or does that not affect anything?
Well,
if it's still in court, being something like Miss Helton's, because it looks like it's still in probate. Looking at the county.
Well, if the administrator of the estate would have needed to spoken with the county attorney and have that placed on the protected list as being under litigation.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, we don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's more of a lawyer thing.
Gotcha. There was a will, and it's been put on record.
Right.
But so I don't know if if the property itself is in litigation. We don't know because there is a will on record. So if it needed to have been on the protected list, then that would have been the responsibility of the administrator to speak with the county attorney and have that take place.
Should have already been placed on that protected list, right? Okay. One thing I did forget: the liens that weren't purchased, last Wednesday. Are those still available to be bought, or are those just done for this year?
They are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Once the tax sale's over, they're still out there, to be done. The date of the tax sale just means you can't do it on that current year prior to that date.
Okay. So
the landowner has until that date to get it taken care of before it goes up. After that, it's open to anybody.
So I'd still need to come down and register with your office and wait 10 days, but then I can do that?
Yeah. And then as far as like, say that on that particular one that there is a lawsuit and it should have been on the protected list and it goes through, then we can issue a refund. And then, I mean, we have done that a time or two, where a company has bought one and it comes up that it should have been on a protected list because of bankruptcy or a lawsuit, whatever, then, there is a process we go through the county attorney and whatnot to get that money refunded to the third-party purchaser, and then they turn around and remove the lien.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little confused about the ones I'm interested in because they appear to still be in probate, but I can't tell. And Mr. Helton says they're not. He says they're his property, and so I'll find out.
The will says they're his.
Yeah, right.
So
but
the
court,
you don't
court
have
side,
to have a new deed drawn up.
Yeah.
You use the old deed plus the will, and then that's it. So
okay, yeah, it's confusing, but all right.
But now, if there is other litigation,
right,
concerning it, it might affect it. I don't know. I can't say in his case.
Okay, well, we'll find out. I really appreciate your help, Beverly, and appreciate you clarifying that. I'll do better next year. Hopefully, I'll get down there and see you, and we'll get some lien spot next year because I'm really interested in investing in this. So, appreciate your time. You have a great morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, there you have it, folks. Very nice person. She was very helpful. The two that are gone were bought by a neighbor, so we got confirmation on that. Didn't even have to ask. She's such a nice lady. But pass this on. Feel free to use it. Get this notification to Vaughn so we can see how he responds to his claims about only individuals can buy, or individuals can't buy, businesses can't buy. You have to be a Kentucky resident. You have to have been registered for months. Yeah, all of that was blown right out of the water here. So until then, have a great day, guys. We'll see you around the forums. Bye-bye.
All right, folks. Like I said, stick around because we got some hot new takes, folks. If you're just joining, welcome. So let's take a look here. Where do I got it? All right.
Is this gonna?
Whoa, he's coming in hot here, folks. All right. So it's Nats in the pizza. We'll throw the link out there. And watch your earbuds, folks.
Is this going to cause me financial harm when you literally take every fucking penny I own? Yes. Yes, it is. Can I sue? Fuck yes. Will I sue? Oh, you bet your fucking ass I'm going to sue. You bet your fucking ass. Because you guys had to make a big fucking deal out of this shit. So, yeah, I'm going to sue you. And let me read it again, class. We're going to read it again. I'm going to pound this into your fucking skull until you get it. Debt collection violations under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, FDCPA. You can sue a debt collector if they violate the act and cause you financial harm. I'm going to sue the fuck out of you. And I'm going to win because I can't lose. When you take everything away from a man, you're putting that man in danger. Real danger. Loss of life danger.
So how things go today? Were the trolls wrong?
Well, yes and no.
I'm Gia. Someone get hold of Gia now.
444 donated $5 through Super Chat. He's going to sue, just like he's done for the last 30 years. Sue, sue, sue. LMFAO. Will he ever stop suing people? No, he's going to sue.
Well, it cut you off. I can't believe that. Well, I do appreciate it. Thank you, Lardo, and thank you for coming out. As I said, I do appreciate it. Yeah, he's been crying this little Vaughn that cried wolf. has went on for many years now, folks. If you're just joining the party. All right. Thank you very much.
Yes and no. They were wrong that they could charge any amount. They were wrong that they could double and triple the price. They were wrong that they could just arbitrarily do whatever. They were wrong on that account. They were right. Okay, I guess I must have misunderstood that lady. But I could have sworn she told me that if it wasn't on that list on the 18th, they couldn't buy. Nobody could buy. But I guess I must have misunderstood her, because I talked to Beverly today, and she said, no, that was a protected list, which is the opposite. If it's on the list, they can't touch it, which was the opposite. How in the hell I could get it to, I'm not that way. Okay. I'm not wired that way. I couldn't possibly gotten the exact opposite of a thing. So either the lady behind the glass didn't know what the fuck she was talking about, or, or I misinterpreted, but I don't see how I could have done that. But anyway,
that, folks, was aware, and maybe it's because he's groggy because he just woke up, and but that is a rare, very rare. That's the closest you're going to get to self-reflection with Vonhelton. Could it be that I was wrong and misunderstood something? No. But could it? No, it couldn't. Could it be that I?
Goddamn internet!
Lee Russell has just donated $2 Canadian through Super Chat. Vaughn looks rough even for Vaughn.
Yeah. He's looking. This is a broken man, folks. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Let's get on with the show here.
18th, after the 18th, anyone on the fucking planet could buy my shit.
Okay.
And I told her, I said, I looked her right in the face. I said, that's crazy. That needs to change. Convicted criminals and domestic terrorists buying up property, Kentucky property, that needs to fucking change. So,
did you come up with a payment plan or anything?
Well, no, they bought the properties. So, I'm screwed, blued, and tattooed.
No.
Well, they bought the property.
This is this is really how stupid this guy is. He still doesn't get it. It's the tax debt. You're going to have a third-party collections contact you and say, you owe us this money plus interest, right? Plus whatever fees, whatever, right? And here is the minimal payment per month. If it's not paid by this time, this is what actions will happen, right? This is, folks.
They didn't buy the trailers, so you can always move those.
Yeah, well, unless I get some money, there's nothing I can do. So, and I'm not bringing in enough rent to pay the taxes and pay my bills. I'm just not. So,
well, you could pawn the truck off for $4,000 and just get one of your neighbors to drive you for a while.
Well, no, I can't. Ain't nobody going to do nothing for me down here, especially something like that. No, I might be able to get away with it.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what they call it, burning bridges, Vaughn. You fucking made war with absolutely everybody. You have spent your whole time living in your mother's backyard being a anal retentive fucking dick to everybody. Everybody that has a story about you is just like, they just don't like you anywhere, dude. And now you need people, and you're fucked.
Once. But every day, no fucking way would somebody do that for me. No, they would not. No, they would not. Now, I don't know who bought it.
Someone get a hold
Because
of G-Man now!
The Mudbrooker donated $5 through Super Chat. You're right, Vaughn. You're screwed. So there's no point in trying to pay off the lien.
Yep, that's going to be the narrative, folks. That's going to be as we watch him limp along through this. Very good. Very astute. Thank you very much.
Apparently, they're supposed to snail mail me. Whoever bought it is.
Notify you first, at least.
Huh?
They were supposed to notify you first that there was a buyer interested.
Well, the thing of it is, they're supposed to send me a snail mail.
Lieutenant Santio has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Next year is coming up fast, and now he's done.
Yeah, this is the downward spiral that was predicted by the fail paradox, the theory of fail that was drafted many moons ago, folks. I don't need to bog you down with the number crunching and the scientific jargon. It's just that, there's got to be a balance. And no matter what Vaughn does, it'll be fail, and it'll be glorious fail. But there's never a bottom. There's never seen, just when you think it's done, it's not. Folks.
Let me know who they are and some kind of payment plan for them.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that I don't give a damn if the payment plan's 5 cents. There's no way I can pay. There's just no way. It's impossible. It's impossible. I can't pay my bills and pay the taxes at the same time. I can't do it. Because if I'd have done it, I would have already done it before all this shit happened.
Oh, right. This is a very honest. This is a rare glimpse at self-reflection with Vonhelton. Is really looking in the mirror here, but what I want to bring up was then how are you going to pay back the people you're saying you're going to borrow money from to cover this? Because you had it all worked out, but now you can circumvent that and just pay the third party directly, monthly. But now you can't afford it. What? This must be Mandela effect, folks. Am I the one that's crazy?
So that's where we're at. So if I don't get a financial miracle, then I'm going to lose the properties. That's just the way it goes.
Well, things have a way of working out in the end, even if you do have to move.
Well, like I said, it may be that the gods want me out of here. I mean, with this cemetery here, there's people constantly going up the hill to the cemetery. You have to have an easement to it. And so they, any old Tom, Dick, and Harry, I'm going to go see my aunt, whatever, and they go up there and, so you have to let them. Well, they're going up there all hours of the day and night on loud four-wheelers and shit. So, I mean, but it's kind of ironic because if I can somehow get my ass out of this mess, the first thing I'm going to do is declare this fucking property a goddamn gravesite, a cemetery, whatever, whatever term they use down here. And then they can't fucking tax me on it no more ever again. Fuck you, trolls. Now the rest of the properties, though, you still got to pay taxes on. But this property that has a cemetery, once I declare it a cemetery, I ain't got to pay tax on this ever again. Now, as for the rest of them, like I said, it's very interesting that the only properties they bought were the properties that brought in an income. Now, here's the thing.
So would you be able to live on one of these other properties that you have?
Let me try this again, okay? Let me try this again because you missed something. I'm only bringing in enough money to pay my bills. Mm-hmm. If I do not have the places rented that I have rented now, I cannot pay my bills. I'll be in the red.
I see. So
okay,
no matter
you get it now?
go,
Are you on the same page now? Yeah. I have to have these properties rented in order to pay my bills. I cannot get disability. I cannot get SSI. I cannot get any kind of help whatsoever because good old Robert motherfucking Stivers has blocked that shit. You can call Corbin right now, and Corbin will say, "Yeah, we can't help him. Sorry, he didn't pay enough in." That's what they'll tell you. Now, that's a load of horse shit because I worked all my life and I was working 2, sometimes 3 jobs over in Ohio. And the first thing I did when I come down here was get me a job working down at Anvil in an electronics factory. Okay, so paid in my ass. Of course I paid in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop up somebody that can go with me as a witness. And I'm going to go to Corbin and I'm going to raise holy hell. And I'm going to say, okay, here's the deal. You give these illegals $5,300 a month plus a one-time check of $3,500. You're going to give that to me, or I'm going to file a discrimination lawsuit as big as Mount Olympus. And then let's see what they say. Because if they say we're not going to give you no money, then I file a lawsuit. Now, the nice thing about filing this discrimination lawsuit is that I can get a court-appointed attorney because it's a civil case. So I can get a court-appointed attorney. And I will get it.
Vesica Joyle donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Is this situation above his God's pay grade?
Yeah, I guess they have a plan. We don't know exactly what it is. Vaughn doesn't know what it is. But, he's the Clay County Job. It'll all work out. It'll come back tenfold. But thank you very much. I do appreciate it. All right, let's...
A court-appointed attorney. It's just like...
His court-appointed attorney who won't give a fuck.
Family court, they appointed me an attorney every time. Okay, be the same thing with this. Because it's a civil case. So I just go in there, I say, hey, I can't afford an attorney, and they'll afford one for me, and I'll win my case because I can't fucking lose.
No.
I mean, my goddamn legs are fucking hamburger. I can't fucking lose. And I've already got 2 or 3 doctors that have already checked me out and said, yeah, man, he's fucked up. So I can't lose. So I'll at least get some disability pay out of it. Hopefully get all my back pay. That would be nice. But, and now see, Corbin with the SSI and the disability and the VA, that's on a federal level, which means it's nationwide, because, John's like, well, just go to another state. I said, I can't. It's federal. No matter what state I go to, it ain't going to fucking matter. Okay. So it ain't going to matter what state I go to. So I got to get it. I got to fight it. I'm just going to fight it. I'm going to tell him, look, man, you don't give me my shit. I'm just going to fucking file a discrimination lawsuit. Because as far as my inheritance, once I get my disability money, however that may be, I can take 2,000 or 3,000 of it, get me an attorney, and then go after the Frost to get my damn inheritance back. Obviously, once I get my inheritance down, I know people goes, you can't get it back. It's gone. He done spent it. Well, you're full of shit. He had no right. Okay. First of all, when you are the executor, you can't just go into somebody's fucking a bank account and snatch their money out of their bank account. You got to have a damn good reason. And when you do take that money, it has to go into the estate account. Money didn't go in the estate account. The $5 million out of this closet here, did that go into the estate account? No. The $4.3 million in her checking and savings, which I personally saw a record of, did that go in the estate account? No. How about the treasury bills I saw, or the certificates of deposit? Did those go in? No. How about the World War II war bonds in them lock boxes? Did they go into the estate account? No. Nothing they took, mom's jewelry, nothing they took went into the estate account. All that was in the estate account was $32,000, and they paid one electric bill. That's it. I mean, anybody at this point that hasn't been paying attention and doesn't see that this shit was all done deliberate to fuck me over financially needs to grow a fucking brain. Because by now, it should be obvious as mud that this was done to rob me of whatever little money I got coming in. They only purchased the properties that had rental properties on them. Why? Because they wanted to rob me of what little bit of money I've got coming in. That was the whole point of it. That was why this whole hullabaloo was done in the first place. Whether it was done by Stivers, whether it was done by the Frost, whether it was done by the Trolls, whether it was done by Clay County, doesn't matter. It was done for the purpose of denying me a fucking income, because they know without an income, I will fucking die. They know that. That's called common sense. Okay. Which puts me in what you call a hardship. Now, here's the brilliant thing about it. The people that bought my property have put me in a hardship. I don't care how many times they scream, we bought the land legally. I don't give a damn how many times they say that. They still put me in a financial hardship that is easily proven, which means I can sue the absolute fuck out of them. I don't give a damn how many times they scream, we bought the land legally. I don't care. It doesn't matter. They still put me in a financial hardship. And it was done deliberately, and it was done with malice, which is significant. Okay, that's significant in court. Okay, you know, if it was, you know, if it was somehow, well, we didn't know that was the only income he had. You know, they can't make that excuse now, can they? No, because everybody knows that's the only income I got. I can't get disability and SSI and VA, at least not yet. Not till I sue the fuck out of them. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, anybody that's been paying attention and that hasn't been living under a rock can easily see that this was done to rob me of my income, what little income I have. That's called a hardship. Anybody can get on the internet and look this shit up. That's called a hardship. And under a hardship.
Lieutenant Santio has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Love how he just cherry picks what he wants.
Yeah, that is, you know, that's how Vonhelton lives his life. He just goes through life cherry picking. Fact, fiction, it all blurs together, folks. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
Hardship, I can sue. Okay, you put my life in danger by robbing me of what little tiny finances I have. But yeah, that's called a hardship. I mean, look it up, folks. When you rob somebody of their only means of survival, that's a hardship. And anybody that was involved in that, I can take them to court. Remember, I told Todd this, didn't I, Todd? I said, you're putting my life in danger. You're literally putting my life in danger because you damn well know, just as the trolls know, just as everybody knows, these rental properties is my only income. And once that income is gone, I have nothing. That puts me in a financial hardship, and I can sue, and I will sue. Believe it. I will.
Paying your tax actually helps you a little bit. I mean, that keeps the county attorney off your butt for another year. By the way, I'm going to buy the other three on October 7th. I'll be down there on that Monday. So unless you pay them off by then.
Taxes annually after once you buy them, right?
I'm sorry, what?
It's not just a one-time payment in taxes. You'll have to pay taxes annually.
No, it's a one-time payment to buy the liens, which is on the other three properties.
Yeah, but if I can't pay, you got to pay, dummy.
Well, next year for 2024, maybe I'm going to buy the 2023 liens and help you out. I'm going to pay your taxes.
Oh, I don't doubt that. Yeah, I don't doubt that.
I'm coming down on the 7th.
I bet you're going to help out.
So I wanted to give you a heads up that I'll be at the clerk's office.
Yeah, I'm sure you're doing it out of the goodness of your fucking heart, aren't you, Troll? Aren't you, Troll? You're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. See?
Yeah, I
folks,
highly
there you go. Okay, now see? There you go. There's proof right there. After me telling him that it's putting me in a financial hardship, he just said, I'm going to buy them anyway. I'm going to buy your shit. I'm going to leave you with nothing. Anyway, you just heard him. He said he's going to buy the rest of the properties. After me just telling him that puts me in a financial hardship.
Well, it's either that and it goes back to the sheriff and you're dealing with the state and they want to get rid of these. They're you know, you're probably in a better situation. At least you could manage a plan with Todd, but you're not, you know, you're incapable of acting like a fucking human. So, you know.
Okay. So here's the deal, boys and girls. The second he buys my properties, I'm filing a hardship case against his ass. I can't lose because can anybody see where I've got any other income coming in? Can you see it? No, there is none. There is none. So yeah, he's putting me in a financial hardship. And whoever bought these first two, I'm going to sue the fuck out of them for putting me in financial hardship. Okay, look that up online. In fact, no. You know what? Since you trolls are too fucking lazy to look it up, I'll look it up for you.
So I'm curious though, because I don't. The whole time for the past several weeks, you've said that the ad in the paper was wrong, that everything was wrong, that you don't owe taxes. You actually paid it before. Are you admitting that you were wrong about this stuff?
Well, all right, hold on. Like I said, you know, it's my stuff is tied up in a court of law in an estate. I don't know how in the fuck these guys are paying these tax liens. They shouldn't be able to. My property's tied up in a goddamn court of law, for fuck's sake.
Well, if you would have listened to Todd's video, Beverly said that
the lady said because she reiterated it
Because I'm
to me
like
in
a stuffed
person today.
turkey for Thanksgiving. Stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
Lieutenant Santio has just donated $2 through Super Chat. If only he would read the whole thing. If only.
Yeah, Vaughn, read beyond the headline. Well, I mean, you know. Thank you very much.
Listen to me. I took 2 years of real estate law. And unless Kentucky has totally lost their ever-loving fucking mind.
It's not in the estate no more.
It is in the estate. There is, when Mom died, it created an estate. Okay, I don't give a fuck what some dickwad says. When Mom died, it created an estate. It is still in an estate, and therefore you cannot fucking touch those properties. Now, what you can do, what you can do, though, is you can get what they call an estate lien on the
Donated $5 through Super Chat. Why can't this 190 IQ man figure out that he has done fucked up?
Yeah, because he's a moron. I mean, folks, come on. But I do appreciate that. Thank you very much.
The properties, but that's only after 1 fucking year. It has to sit for 1 year before you can do that.
But you know that you have to pay your taxes, your property taxes, on the due date. And if you have a payment plan, you have to follow the payment plan. You don't just make payments whenever you feel like it.
Okay, that's the thing, though. But like I said, when they are in a fucking estate through the courts, you're not supposed to touch them.
But do you have documentation from the court saying that they are exempt from
like I said,
tax?
I just looked it up yesterday. You have to get what's called an estate tax lien. You have to get an estate tax lien, and you have to get it through the courts. You can't just willy-nilly call them, yeah, I'm going to buy all of Von's shit. Not when it's in an estate, you can't. That's why I'm saying this shit don't make no sense to me. And not only that, but I'll remind you, they put that shit up there under my mother's name, which is bullshit, because I paid Beverly, that woman that Todd talked to, I paid her $160 fucking dollars to put everything in my goddamn name. Why in the fuck is that shit in my mother's name? And why was it dated 2023? I'll tell you why, because it's a year old. My name is 2024.
But regardless, you have to pay the property tax. I mean, there's no way of getting around it. You could keep the estate going and probate for the next 20 years, but you have to still pay the tax on it. And even after you got out of probate, then the tax, all those years' tax bills would be due. You'd have, whatever, $40,000, $80,000 of tax.
If everybody would have left me the fuck alone, I would have gotten the taxes caught up. But nobody would leave me the fuck alone. Oh, you got to do it right now. We got to fuck him over right now. Okay, that's the thing. Everybody started this big hullabaloo.
But this tax bill didn't come out just yesterday. It came out. It was due on January 1st.
A bunch of fuckwads on the internet purposely sought out that shit and put it all over the fucking internet. That's what happened. That's only what happened. Normally, people didn't even know I had. But you heard what Toad himself said out of his own fucking mouth, or somebody said it. There's property taxes that have been sitting out there for years, and nobody's touched them because why? Because it isn't blabbed all over the fucking internet. That's why.
There is property taxes for Vivian Frost right now. I don't know who Vivian Frost is. I guess some distant relative of James or whatever. But there's a Vivian Frost out there that has owed taxes on her property for over 3 fucking years, and nobody's touched it. You want to know why? Because nobody knew Vivian Frost existed, because nobody knew that shit was out there until somebody put it all over the fucking internet and said, oh, yeah, hey, Vonhelton owes taxes. Everybody on the fucking internet, run out there and buy the damn things. Otherwise, this shit wouldn't have happened. Now, would it? No. And Beverly, bless her heart, did finally admit that much, that there's people that's never had their property touched for years. Tim Davison, one of my renters, and my groundskeeper, he's got property he ain't paid taxes on in years. Nobody ran out there to try to take his property away. So either this was a ploy by Clay County or Robert Stivers, isn't it? Yeah, had to be. Because somebody put that shit out there now, didn't they? Right? Somebody put it out there. Had to have. Because otherwise, it would languish until I got it paid off, just like everybody else down here. But yeah, I think it was Vivian. It was somebody named Frost. I think it was like Vivian Frost or Vicky Frost or something like that. 3 years hasn't paid her goddamn property taxes. 3 years. Nobody's after her ass. Nobody's aggravating her. Nobody's clamoring. We got to go buy that property right now. Nobody. Because it isn't blabbed all over the fucking universe. Of course, now that the trolls have fucking blabbed it all over the universe, now probably somebody will go after her shit and put her in a bad way. But I mean, fuck. So either Clay County did it themselves or Stivers did it, either one. Because normally nothing is done. You just get it caught up when you can get it caught up. That's the general consensus I'm hearing down here from everyone. Yes, Beverly is technically correct about what she says. But Kentucky being
I'm like
Kentucky,
a stuffed turkey, for
and it being as
Thanksgiving.
poor.
Stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
Lieutenant Santio has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Yes, the trolls put her name out there, not Vaughn.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Good point. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that.
Poor as fuck down here. Nobody raises a stink. Okay? And eventually you try to get your shit caught up.
But these people don't realize they can't just pay taxes just one time. They're going to have to do it annually on your
Vonhelton is mathematically illiterate. What part of I don't have enough money coming in yet to be able to pay the taxes don't you fucking understand? If people hadn't have made such a big fucking issue out of this, I would have had the shit done by the end of this year, and plus I would have been able to pay for next year as well.
How is the fact that a couple people on the internet have made videos covering this affected any of this? What is the difference in income? What is the difference in... You still would be in the same situation, just nobody would know about it. You're still going to get a letter from the people that bought the liens. The liens would have still been advertised. The people who buy this stuff aren't like combing YouTube videos and like, oh, I think I'll get into buying liens. No, these are people that know this is coming. This is what they do. Like what?
Well,
the shit abyss,
I would have
folks.
saved up the rent money, and I would have got it took care of. But everybody had to jump the gun and put this shit out there for the whole goddamn world to see.
And how did that stop you from saving the money? You're saying you mathematically don't have the money. How does that change? Math doesn't change. Like what? What do you? Oh, folks.
And so now, like I
said,
once Toad buys that property, I can sue the fuck out of him for financial hardship. In fact, let's go on ahead and read it. I went to Microsoft Bing, the AI, Bing AI. All right, it says breach of contract if someone owes you money. That's not it. Employment issues, debt collection violations. Under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act,
Wow, I didn't even know there was such a thing. FDCPA. You can sue a debt collector if they violate the act and cause you financial harm. Boom, fuckers. Boom. Let me read it again for you slow fucking YouTube trolls out there. Debt collection violations under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, FDCPA for short. You can sue a debt collector if they violate the act and cause you financial harm. Is this going to cause me financial harm when you literally take every fucking penny I own? Yes. Yes, it is. Can I sue? Fuck yes. Will I sue? Oh, you bet your fucking ass I'm going to sue. You bet your fucking ass. Because you guys had to make a big fucking deal out of this shit. So yeah, I'm going to sue you. You bet your ass. And I'll be able to get a court-appointed attorney because this shit's federal, boys and girls. This shit's federal. I can get a court-appointed attorney. So fuck you. I'll see you
Well,
all
you need
in
to figure
court.
out who
I
bought
get
the
this fucking
property
shit,
first.
and I'm going to sue the fuck. I hope you got a lot of money, motherfuckers, because I'm going to sue you for millions. I'm going to sue you for the maximum that the federal law will allow. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it either. Because, like I said, do you see any other income coming in for me other than the rental property? No. Because that's the only fucking income I got, you dumb fucks. And that's why you're doing it. Because it is the only income I got. That's why Stivers is doing it. Because he knows that's the only income I got. And that's probably why Clay County itself is doing it. Because they know that's the only income I got. Because only a moron would know that I don't have any other income. Because it's been talked about widely all over the internet. The only income he's got is those rental properties. So if somebody buys them, that puts me in financial hardship. And let me read it again, class. We're going to read it again. I'm going to pound this into your fucking skull until you get it. Debt collection violations under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, FDCPA. You can sue a debt collector if they violate the act and cause you financial harm. Have you all wrote that shit down? Have you all Googled that shit? You Google. I can see the trolls are Googling as fast as they can Google. Well, keep Googling. Because I just read it right there off of Bing AI. I'm going to sue the fuck out of you. And I'm going to win because I can't lose. When you take everything away from a man, you're putting that man in danger. Real danger. Loss of life danger. So yeah, I'm going to sue the fuck out of him. For millions. And I hope you got the money. Now, everybody says, hey, no such thing as debt or prison. Oh, really? Yeah, don't pay money you owe the government and find out what happens. And I guarantee you better pay. Because if you don't, you go into jail, motherfucker. I don't give a damn how many times you scream. There is no debt or prison. You scream it till your lungs fall out. Because you're going to go to jail if you can't pay. Because I'm suing you for millions. And I'll win. I can't fucking lose. I can't fucking lose, dumbasses, because it's all over the fucking internet. I can't lose. And you guys just had to make a big, like I said, let's say this again, in case somebody missed it. There is property taxes down here that's been sitting for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Tim Davison told me out of his own mouth, he's got back taxes for 10 fucking years. 10 years. Nobody's fucking with him. Because everybody down here knows that when you're poor as fuck, you got to do what you can do. And so nobody fucks with it. But see, y'all made a big deal out of it. Or Stivers made a big deal out of it, or Clay County made a big deal out of it. Either way, whoever did, they're in big trouble because I can sue, and I'm going to. All right, that's just the way it is. All parties involved that had a hand in this shit are going to get a lawsuit. And there's no way I can lose. There's no way I can lose. Because this, first of all, it's tied up in a goddamn court of law, for fuck's sake. Number one. Number two, it's the only income I have. And number three, it was willed to me by my mother. Not some fucker in Florida, or some fucker in Oklahoma, or some fucker in Georgia. Hi, Kitty KPZ, who was supposed to be dead and is fucking alive again. Wow, what a shock. What a fucking shock that a troll would lie about dying. So yeah, good luck, motherfuckers. I hope you got plenty of money, bitches.
Shout out.
Because I'm suing. I'm going to sue the fuck out of you, motherfucker. I don't give a damn. And if it turns out Clay County is the one that started that shit, well, then Clay County better come up with a lot of money too, because I'm going to sue them. Whoever started this bullshit and made it public put my life in real danger, and I'm going to sue the dog shit out of them. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. If I got to go all the way to the goddamn Supreme Court to do it, I guarantee I will. That's just the way it goes.
Now, did they say how long you have until they do something about it? Or
I got a year.
About a year? Okay.
Yep, I got a year. But see, here's the thing. What if they don't? I mean, here's the thing that I didn't ask Beverly, and I should have. What if they don't send me a snail mail, letting me know who they are and setting me up with a payment plan? Then what? Is Clay County going to go after them for it? Fuck no. I can't get Clay County to go after these fucking trolls in the outside chat. So they sure as fucking going to go after somebody that has that purchased a lien. They got their fucking money. So why do they care? They're not going to go and insist that they, send me a snail mail. So it's just going to fucking sit there, because they don't have to send me a snail mail. Clay County's going to make them send me a snail mail with a payment plan? No. I can't get them to the rest of these fucking trolls in the outside chat. And some of these motherfuckers gave me death threats. I can't get Clay County to even go after somebody that gave me a fucking death threat. So I know they sure as fucking going to go after these guys that bought the liens, because they got their money. Clay County got their money. So they ain't going to force them to pay to set up a payment plan and send that shit to me in snail mail. No, they ain't going to do shit. They're not going to do a goddamn thing.
Well, I would go back to the office and find out who actually bought the property so we can make a personal agreement with them.
I asked her who bought the properties. She wasn't allowed to tell me, I guess. I got to wait for the snail mail. And and like I said, I should have fucking asked her. I said, well, what if they don't send me a snail mail? What if they say, fuck you, we're not going to send him a snail mail. We're not going to send him a payment plan. And they just hang on to the goddamn liens. So why in the fuck should I expect anybody to go after these guys and make them give me a payment plan and give me the tax? And I kind of nudged Beverly in that direction, but I didn't go ahead the whole way. I should have just asked her flat out. I said, what if these guys don't give me a payment plan? What if they don't decide to give me a snail mail address or anything? Then I'm just shit out of luck, I guess. They'll just sit there till I go broke, I guess. I don't know. Go back to Hamilton, Ohio. With what, dumbass? I got no income. I'm an idiot. How the fuck am I going to go anywhere without no goddamn money? You're not thinking clearly, are you? No, you're not. 3 months to go. No, a year to go. She told me a year, not 3 months. Sorry, trolls. I got a year. No, according to Beverly, it's a year from when you got them, which was what, the other day, or somebody got them.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a year from when you got them. It's a year when whoever got them. I asked Beverly directly on that one. So I got a year. No, it is not 3 months, dumb fuck. I got it. I just told you. Beverly told me to my face. I got a year. No, it is not a year from January 1st, 2024. No, it is not. That's not what she said. No, that's not what she said, Toad. It's a year from when you purchased them, because you're supposed to give me a payment plan through snail mail, and then that's when it's all set up.
All right. Well, this is, I think, where we're at for now, folks, and we will keep you posted with the newest and the most up-to-date. We still got to get caught up with Reverend Shanny, and who knows what I got up my sleeve for later this week. But, folks, I want you to stick around, but I do appreciate you coming in tonight, and, we got to say goodbye sometime, so let's leave it here for now. But, I'm not going to leave you half done. We're going to leave it on a high note, folks. There are rumors out there. But I don't know. I still say the guy in this video looks awful familiar. I'm not sure. Folks, let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll. Let them rock you around.
BlackRock Acquisitions Department, how may I direct your call?
May I have Justin, extension 211, please?
One moment, please.
BlackRock, this is.
Hey, it's Warren. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good, buddy. How about you?
Good, good. Hey, how are we looking at that? How are we looking on that? What is it? Crane Creek, Clay County
Crane
property?
Creek.
Crane Creek.
Yeah, we got in touch with Representative Stivers, and he waived our waiting period, so we're good to go.
Fantastic. Now, are we still going to be capped out at that 18%?
We looked into that too, and it turns out Kentucky's a Commonwealth state, so the 18% cap does not apply. So we can go double, maybe even triple.
Fantastic. All right. So that's telling me, best case scenario, 6 months, worst case scenario, maybe a year and a half, and the place is vacant.
In that neighborhood, and then when he doesn't make payments, legal will make the necessary steps to go ahead and start the foreclosure process.
Awesome. Man, that is fantastic. All right. Anything else?
That's all we got, man. It's really good to hear from you.
Yeah, you too, man. All right. Keep me updated, buddy. Have a good one out there.
I will. You too, buddy.
All right, bro.
Bye-bye.
Are you afraid of the dark?